Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All. We appreciate each and every single one of you spending your Friday evenings with the C3 Panthers podcast. We appreciate you more than you know. If you would like to be a part of the show, hit that button right there and join via StreamYard. We appreciate y'all. We have a jam-packed show for you tonight. Steve Smith is always starting some shit, and you know we're going to talk about it, but we're also going to preview this game against the division rival Atlanta Falcons coming into the bank. We appreciate each and every single one of you for being with us. You know the boys are all in the building. First up, you know him, you love him. He might tell you to shut the hell up. There's Panther Pickle. Pickle, what's up, brother?
What's up, guys? Yeah, y'all know Steve Smith was right. Don't give me that. We've lost for 8 years bullshit. Y'all was pansy-ass pussies before the 8 years started. And listen, I can say that because he said Charlotte. He said fans in Charlotte. And since I don't live in Charlotte, he's asked what talking about me. So suck it up, Buttercup, and quit being a pansy fan.
Damn, I live in Charlotte. Was he talking about me?
Well, apparently he was.
Me and Steve Smith might have to throw hands, bro. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. Next up, you know, we got my boy in the building, Jake the Snake, back in the building. What's up, Jake?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, but at the same time, I don't give a damn what Steve Smith says. I don't give a double dog damn about what Steve Smith
go.
says. Look, he's the best wide receiver that we've ever had in Panthers history, but at the same time, his opinions matter just as much as mine does or anybody else's does. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Like, look, he's been wrong about wide receivers that's been drafted by our team. He's been wrong about wide receivers that other people's teams drafted. Honestly, he has the right to his opinion. Congrats on that, just like our opinions. But at the same time, he ain't talking about me because I'm a ride or die. I'm always pulling for this team. I don't give a damn.
Don't give a damn. Hey, bro, I can already tell it's going to be a spicy Friday free-for-all. We also had Cam Newton chime in on the subject because you know we had to, and I appreciate his opinion as well. Let me welcome my boy, Evan Jevin, back on the free-for-all. Evan, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, guys? Oh, shit. Is it doing it again?
No, I hear you. What's up, bro?
Okay. It wasn't showing it moving for me for a second there, but yeah, excited for tonight's show. I gotta agree with Jake here. I mean, I don't give a shit what Steve Smith says. I also don't live in Charlotte, so he wasn't talking about me. No matter what, I'm a passionate fan. I don't give a shit what anybody tries to tell me about my fandom or my opinions. And we're at a rough start, but at the same time, there's a desire to see more. There's a desire to see growth, and maybe there has been a little bit. But so far, record-wise, and in terms of going towards wins, that we haven't seen that yet. So Cam, I'm happy that Cam came in too. It was either today or yesterday on First Take, and in a way, for the people that were against, are disappointed so far, Cam gave a voice for them by saying that we have two different legends for this team going kind of butting heads a little bit, you could say, not directly, but in a way doing that because each of them have different opinions on how I don't think either of them are wrong, to be honest. I think the fan part, Steve Smith, is wrong in a way. I mean, I think fans are passionate about this team, but it's also not completely their fault when you're not getting product that should bring you in to the stadium and make you spend money. People still spend money anyways for this team. And that's because that just shows how dedicated we are. Yeah, we all bicker back and forth internally and we go at each other's throats more than we probably should. We should be going after other teams' throats or fans' throats, not figuratively, not literally. But they're both not wrong. Cam's not wrong in the fact that there's a reason fans are mad, and you can't really blame them, like Steve said, in a way, because you haven't given them product to completely feel all right with.
Yeah. And Evan, isn't it funny too that there's always been rumors that Cam Newton and Steve Smith never really got along with one another, and now they're both like kind of beefing on both sides of this different issue, bro? Let me look. Not to get too inside baseball here, but all this continuous losing, it has really put a toll on the fandom of a lot of us fans. I know particularly a lot of us in the C3 Legion. Bro, tonight's going to be an incredible show. In a minute, I'm going to play the comments from both Steve Smith and Cam Newton. It's going to make for an awesome discussion, man. Let me get this final intro in, and then I'll let everybody get off on all of it for sure. Next up, we got my bro Poppin' back on the free-for-all. Pop, what's up, bro?
What's up, yeah? I just want to, come in here and represent my weak-ass city. How everybody doing?
Hey, bro. Represent weak-ass city repping, bro.
If I could do any more better, I'd be just another losing Carolina.
That's what this city.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, boys, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell for every single time the C3 Panthers podcast goes live. Gentlemen, tonight will be about the Panthers and the Falcons as we head into week 3 of the NFL season, and we desperately try to get a much-needed W. I will be in attendance at this game with a buddy of mine. It ought to be an incredible time. But first, we've all been talking about it. Steve Smith, Cam Newton, giving their opinions. And basically, Steve Smith, on a random Wednesday morning, decided to come up and give a random slap across the face to all Charlotteans and Panther fans in the Carolinas. Let's listen to what Steve had to say.
Let her rip, Steve.
And then we will discuss.
That's what this city does well, is bitch and complain. If you're going to ride and die with your team, ride or die. That's probably the problem with this weak-ass city, is the fair weather fans.
That was Steve Smith with Kyle Bailey on W.
So when talking about Xavier Legette, he said that we're a weak-ass city because we're fair weather fans and we're giving up on Xavier and Panther fans in Charlotte. I also found that funny that he said Charlotte in particular had the weak-ass fans. I'm going to play it one more time. It was very short.
No, it wasn't.
That's what this city does well, is bitch and complain. If you're going to ride and die with your team, ride or die. That's probably the problem with this weak-ass city, is the fair weather fans.
That was
the fair weather fans are the problem to this city. Jake, jump in on this,
No,
bro.
I was just going to say, correct me if I'm wrong. So a fair weather fan, by definition to me, is someone that's not here during the bad times, only here for good times, correct? Is that basically
That is what that means.
Okay,
Correct.
so I'm right here on a podcast talking about this team, and we're 0-2. We started 0-2 back-to-back years. But, hey, look, do I go to every game? Hell no, I don't. For one thing, I can't afford to go every game. If I could, I still would go. I would.
Yeah.
I guess I'm sick that way, because the experience, no matter what, win, lose, or draw, that stadium, that atmosphere, that skyline is absolutely beautiful. Second to none, in my opinion. Second to none. I love it. But maybe I don't doubt that we have fair weather fans. I mean, I'm sure we do. I mean, hell, our Super Bowl reign 2015. I mean, we have fans come out the white suit pulling for this team.
Yeah,
that was more bandwagon fans than anything, and a lot of them did disappear. A lot of them disappeared over the years. It didn't take long for them to go down the road to pull for another team, more like the Kansas City or now the Eagles. But I also want to add on to that, because I think it's still a part of the same video, because Steve Smith starts talking about how he was receiving threats in his messages.
No,
don't be like that,
not,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a different.
It's a different video. Okay,
it's a different video. The Steve Smith reaction on WFNZ was 11 minutes long.
Yeah, I can play that video too of him talking about receiving death threats.
But he said a little longer, or he went in a little detail what he thought about Xavier Legette's development. He said it just takes time. He reminded folks. He said he was in year 3 before he actually began playing that like he should.
Yeah,
And,
we're going to talk
I mean,
about Xavier
he
Legette
went
too.
he went a little more detailed than that, and it wasn't all disrespect. And he said, I understand that people pay their dues, they pay their PSLs, and they spend money to go in there. And he said, I understand all that. I don't think he was talking about every single Panther fan, but let's be freaking real, y'all. Y'all know who we're talking about. We're talking about those who just show up to bitch and cry. And and you know, listen, I do like a lot of what Steve Smith says, probably more than everybody else. But I guess I grew up, or I didn't grow up. I was part of that Steve Smith. You know, the madder he got, the better he played, and
Yeah,
you know,
that's
I
always
was
been a
part of
part of
that.
his personality for
Well,
sure.
yeah. So you know, and I've always been to a point there. If you don't like what he has to say, don't ask his opinion. And that's what it boils down to. Kyle Bailey loves the click he gets on his shows, so
Oh,
he also has
absolutely.
to. And if you
And
listen
we're
to
all
the whole
talking
thing,
about it too.
yeah, if you listen to the whole thing, and I can send you a link to the entire thing. Um, he most of the time he shows up on Kyle Bailey, he don't really act like he wants to be there. So I don't know the whole situation, but he goes in more detail, and it's not all negative at all. But if all you want to hear is the negative part, then by all means, have at it.
Hey,
Well, I will
Kyle
say,
Bailey. Kyle Bailey knows what he was doing. Boy. He probably
yeah.
said Steve Smith was too short or something. Just get him mad to get him there.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing, though. I don't even know if Kyle Bailey asked a question with the intent to get that kind of answer. I just think that that's the answer that Steve Smith gave. And the fact that, and listen, I'll play it in a minute, but the fact that he was, according to Steve, right, he was saying that he was receiving death threats because of it,
Right.
people threatening to pull
That's
up on him.
Horrible.
Well,
That's
but what it also says, though, is that he rubbed a lot of fucking people the wrong fucking way. And the point that I'll make, and listen, I'm on 9 hours of podcasting. I'm gonna let y'all spit, but just to get mine off real quick, like Jake sort of alluded to it. Fans go into Bank of America and spend money on these overpriced concessions, overpriced beers. Year after year, we spend money on tickets. We go there after head coach firing, brand new quarterbacks almost every other year. This team has been nothing but incompetence, and yet fans have supported this team through all of that. And then for you to go and slap the same fans across the face that literally paid your paycheck for years after them going to the stadium, buying their jerseys, doing all these different things, well, it came off as disrespectful to the fans of this team. And by the way, look at Philadelphia Eagles fans. They'll be in the middle of an undefeated season, and they'll be throwing fucking batteries at their head coach. So it's like, I understand why it rubbed people the wrong way. But let me get some more folks in on this. Evan, jump in, though.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think some people too took that the wrong way and then tried to use it on other people. And that's what kind of pissed people off. It's like you're out here calling people fake fans, and you're just misinterpreting what Steve meant and calling people that. And I think that's the thing that pissed me off the most about it. It wasn't actually Steve necessarily, but other people misinterpreting it and then using it on other people. And I think Jake and Pickle are right. I mean, I think it's a lot of like people who are bandwagon fans, the lukewarm fans who are here only to see winning. And I think there's a lot of issues. I mean, I think it's that you're fine. I think it's fair both ways to be somebody that's tired of hearing people bitch and complain. And I think it's also fair, though, to still respect the people who are tired of this losing, because we've been losing for so long. We've been a team that over the past 8 years, we won. The most wins we've had is 7. And that's not very good. I mean, with the new schedule, that's not even 500 anymore. Or I mean,
No.
even in the past, it wasn't 500, but it was just under 500. Now it's even worse. But I think that season wasn't horrible, especially how it ended. I wish it went differently after the season. But to be honest, I think people are misinterpreting and going at people for no reason. I think people need to take chill pills, a lot of chill pills, smoke some weed, feel a little better.
I love that.
And
Have you a couple bottles of
there's too much infighting, and that's my biggest thing with it is people are just going at each other way too much, and it's ridiculous. I mean,
yeah, I agree, Evan. People need to respect other people's opinions. Steve Smith,
exactly.
that's his opinion, and people are making fucking death threats at him. How ignorant is that? How ignorant. When we talk about people, we're here right now giving our opinions. And you know what? Steve Smith may be a pompous asshole sometimes, but guess what? That's his opinion. You don't like it,
Right.
Don't have him on your radio show. But you know what? Nobody called Kyle Bailey and told Kyle Bailey not to have that whistle son of a bitch on the radio no more. Why don't they do that? Because Kyle Bailey don't give a fuck. He gets his ratings up. That's all he wanted. People have balled out Cam Newton repeatedly because they hate his fucking opinion. Guess what? He said what he said.
Yep, he's entitled to it. Everybody.
Steve Smith, they're entitled the way they
And
feel.
you know what, Pickle?
I tell them they have no right to talk about one city or one group of fans. Then by God, I got a choice. I don't have to listen to them.
And you know what, Pickle? I'm happy you said that too, because we are all entitled to our own opinions. And over here at C3, we do not tell fans how to fan. Before I get to popping, let me welcome a couple people into the show from the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. We got Twan Don back on the free for all. What up, Twan? Big Twan, I got you.
Yo, it's me, man.
What's up, brother?
What's going on? I was trying to keep muting because I didn't want to. I knew what you guys were going to talk about tonight, and I didn't want to really hear anybody's opinion like that because I wanted to be pure in my own. You know what I'm saying?
No problem, bro. No problem. Let me welcome some people in, and then I'm gonna open it up. Next up, we got my boy Cole back on the free for all. Happy to have you, brother. What's up, man?
What's up, Cody Lack? I think the whole situation that I've been listening to that y'all been talking about, you're about to address my feelings right here when Cameron Newton gets to talking.
Yeah.
I am what I am. I'm an angry fucking fan because we've been losing for 8 years, and I don't think the fans should take it directly up the ass with a smile on their face. Anybody that wants to be pissed off about it, you got a grocery list size to be angry about.
Well, they give you a reach around.
Agreed. Let me get everybody in here. Next up, I got 6 Rings in here. What's up, 6?
Oh, I'm here to talk about the downfall of the Panthers.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. I mean, you can throw me off the stream, but I'm just coming with facts.
Yeah, I know this dude. He comes to my show with that. Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is very simple. The
He's
last
a Patriots.
8 years.
He's a Patriots fan.
A Patriots fan.
The Patriots have been
You
one
know
of
what?
the
You know
worst
what?
teams.
What the Patriots need to do is figure out how to get a good defense. They don't. The reason why the Patriots don't have a good defense is because they got idiotic ownership. Probably one of the worst ownership in the league.
All he's going to talk about is the wins that they had in the past.
Let me get everybody. Hold up, everybody, shut up. Let me get everybody into the show, and then I'll let us all have a full discussion. Let me welcome my boy Anthony back on the free for all. Ant, what's up, dude?
What's up, boys? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, man?
Doing good, brother. How you living, man?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I got a lot of thoughts tonight, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so look, what I'm gonna do is let me play Cam Newton's response to Steve Smith and basically what he said about Xavier Legette. And then I'll just open it up and I'll let y'all say whatever y'all want to.
Understand it too. The people of Carolina are fed up. We want some type of hope of reason of why I'm wearing this jersey. Why am I going to the team store? And from the frustrations with the team, the frustration with the players, the frustration with the management, the frustration to any and everything. It's so much that a fan has to go through, and you have to empathize with that. And I know, but at the same time, it's like, what do? You have to keep showing up, whether you're frustrated or not. And ensure that you're upholding your end of the bargain as a football player. I mean,
and they have not upheld their end of the bargain. Let me let Pop go, and then I'll let anyone just jump on it whenever
I
they
want to go out the Pop, bro.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Pop.
So, good old Steve Smith. He definitely will crash out and say something crazy at least once a year.
Yeah.
I'm not totally mad at his full statement. I think you should ride or die with your team. But to single out one city out of the two states, I mean, that was so idiotic.
That was bullshit.
That was so idiotic for him to say, especially talking about a city that has put money in your pocket, who's still behind you, who's put money in your business and help you take care of your family. You also do what you're supposed to do on the field, but you haven't played in a while, sir. You haven't been losing in a while. You've been winning. You got a new career. You've been traveling with the NFL. You got your own YouTube channel. So how dare can you sit here and single out one city wins a two-state, one team, and make it seem like they're the problem? Bitch, you the problem.
Thank you, Pop.
So we're in times which I don't take his apology as being genuine. I think he got a reality check, and I'm not gonna go too deep down this road. But people are getting killed over their opinions, which I don't believe in.
Yeah.
But I think that's what that was. It wasn't genuine. It was like, oh shit, damn, I forgot what just happened last week.
Yeah.
And then you start getting threats, because anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. You ain't bulletproof. Neither am I. But I do believe in a freedom of speech. When you're directing one city out of all the surrounding counties, and people that have traveled to come here, even people that can't even get to the game, you just shitted on them. You want to eat another Bojangles chicken sandwich, Bojangles fries. Nobody's good. Everything you touch will have been dropped on the floor before you put it in your mouth. You won't even know it.
And let me say one thing before Twan goes too. Isn't that so hypocritical of him? Y'all remember after that third preseason game, he was on the broadcast lambasting the Carolina Panthers. He had everything to say about the Panthers, but all of a sudden now
it's okay if he does it, Cody. We can't do it.
Yeah, that's very hypocritical to me.
I understand that, and because I'm about to make this quick, I understand that he might be saying things that other legendary players that we've had want to say. I give him props for that. But don't ever in your life single out one city that represents the Carolina Panthers.
Right.
That's all I got to say on him.
I agree. Go ahead. We'll go Twan and then Colby. Go ahead, Twan.
Shout out to my brother, my illustrious brother, Popping Bullets right there.
What up with you, bro?
Yeah, when this went down, man, I hit Pop up because Pop is from Charlotte. And I wanted to know how he felt first as a member of Charlotte. You know, in the perfect world, I would have been able to call Cody up as well, because you guys are residents of Charlotte, you know.
I live right by the stadium, bro.
To see how y'all felt first, you know what I'm saying? But so look, man, it was a lot of fucked up shit said, and there was a lot of truthful shit said. I've always had my situations with 89, and I've been voicing them for years. And people kept telling me, oh, man, he's a legend. You can't say that about him, Twan. He's a legend. I'm like, but if somebody's talking about your team and hurting your team, then that's not good either. You got two guys, Cam Newton, and you got a guy in Steve Smith. Cam Newton can say whatever the hell he wants to say about the Carolina Panthers. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Steve Smith can't, because he's employed by the Carolina Panthers. So I thought it was
still does, though.
I thought it was real fucking lazy.
He a bitch ass nigga, Cam Newton. He ain't gonna play no ball, bro. He's a bitch ass nigga.
Oh man, hold up, bro. Chill out. Let me let everybody get off first.
So
that's
a
Pats fan. Yeah, you chill out with that shit.
I thought it was low hanging fruit for him to blame fans, right? Because he's not going and blame players. You went after players and you went after fans, but you didn't go after the staff. You didn't go after the head coach, and you ain't go after the GM. You didn't go after owner because you can't. You know what I'm saying? So he chose the low-hanging fruit. But at the same time, I told Pop, I said, the thing how he got you all is this, though. If Charlotte don't show up and they still don't come to the game, because it's about how it looks a lot of times, and they still don't buy jerseys, and they still let more people come into Bank of America than your own fans is there. Like, everybody in the country don't know what's going on in Charlotte. They only see what they see on TV.
Right.
Then he, in a way, it's going to make him look like a genius if Charlotte doesn't show up, or if they don't get behind the team, or if the fans, of course, so like Pickle was saying earlier, let's get behind the bullshit real quick. The fans can be fucked up. We can be. We allow one quarterback to come in here and divide us. You feel me? Now it seems as though we're getting divided again over another issue. You feel me? It's true to the heart fans, and then it's like you guys said, it's just these fans. It's just they come on or whatever. The dumbest shit he said about the fans was fair weather.
Right.
If
it
you
implies that we
lose
just don't
all
care.
the time, you can't be a fair weather fan if you're always losing. Fair weather fans come around when you're winning. We're always losing. You feel me? I don't want to take up the whole time because I'll just add more of my opinion with the shit as it go. But a lot of the shit that the dude said was fucking true. It was true. Anybody said with a depth, let me say that quick. Anybody sending this man threats or whatever, you're a fucking moron. You don't
watch language.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, man, you shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Fuck.
Shut him the fuck up, please.
Bye-bye.
You don't.
Hey, let me say something real quick.
Okay. I want to finish what I'm saying real quick.
Yeah, but let me just do this. For those of y'all who don't know, when I drop the rock, that means I'm taking control. I want to let everybody know we are going to be respectful to one another's opinions. If y'all start fighting and shit, I'm kicking people out. This is a football discussion. I got some people in the background that I've never had on the show before. So just so everybody knows, we are going to have a respectful football discussion.
Absolutely.
That's how it's going to be, or else I'll bounce y'all the fuck out of here, bro. Let me let Twan finish, then Cole, then Anthony. Go ahead, bro.
All right, I'm gonna be quick because I want those guys to get their points in too. Shout out to Cole and Anthony too, man. A lot of the shit that Steve Smith said was true. The hard facts is that it's other players that want to say that shit. It is. We already had another player come out and talk about Legette. I thought he was right. Me and Pop talked the other day. I don't think Legette might not be good for the team, bro. But we went even deeper in that with that situation because the head coach got him running stupid routes and shit like that or whatever. But I don't think the dude, he wants to be here either. But my thing is, and I'll get back into it later, but I'm going to leave it with this and with me and Pop talk. Now that he's called all this shit out, what is Charlotte and North Carolina and South Carolina going to do? And just like Cam said, this team is in a Bible Belt, whether y'all want to admit it or not. And people think differently in the South. They do. I'm not trying to come for anybody and nothing like that or whatever. They do. So now what you gonna do about it?
All right, man. Let me get Colby in here. Cole, go ahead, brother.
Most of my sentiments have already been shared through Twan.
That's all right. Say it again.
Especially. Nah, Pop did it in for me good when when he was talking about what was going on. I really took that to heart. I think it's fucked up, man. I really do. Steve Smith's gonna be my number 2 favorite player of all time, probably shortly behind Kuechly, man. So it just hurts when you hear your favorite player talk like that. It's the truth. Some of it's true. I didn't want to act like it was the truth until I listened to it again. It is the truth, but you ain't got to say that fucking shit on Charlotte Air to people that have been supporting you for 20, 30 plus fucking years, and you just Oscar the Grouch every time you get on.
Correct.
Like, we know his whatever situation in Baltimore. I'm not going to go any deeper than that. But, I mean, he's just been a shit person lately. I'm getting real fucking tired of Stevie and his piss and vinegar 24/7. It's getting on my damn nerves, Cody. I'm going to be really honest.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, guys. So, from the perspective of someone who I've lived in Charlotte for 20 years, pretty much like 90% of my life. I'm 22. You know, I started going to games in 2008. Steve Smith, first jersey I got, right? The way I look at this situation is I'm on Cam Newton's side. Yes, Steve Smith said some things that made sense, but the way he's approaching it is just completely off the rails. I do not agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
We are not fair weather fans, guys. 8-year, 9-year, 10-year stretches of straight losing. Those are where you find the real fans, because we're still up here. We do spaces, we do podcasts. You know, I call into the show every single week. Like, I know a lot of us put a lot of energy into this. We all love football. To me, now walk with me. Here's how I kind of view this. I said this in the chat earlier today. I don't think it's coincidental that Cam Newton is the one that's not employed and disrespected by the organization, and he's out here trashing it and speaking for the fans, while Steve Smith is trying to more so defend David Tepper and the organization from
Bingo.
and that's where I'm sitting here like, and the reason that it makes sense to me is because, like someone said, I think Cody said it, he is employed by the organization. So do you think David Tepper wants him talking all bad about the team? No, we're 0-2. And right when the season starts out slow, Steve Smith goes back to blaming the fans, defending the team. Like Cody brought up, we were all there. The dude was shitting on us during preseason 2 weeks in a row. And now all of a sudden it's the fans are the biggest culprits as to why we're such a soft-ass city. Like, coming from a dude that watched most of these games in person during our glory days with my dad, like, I've been there for the Matt Moore days, the Jimmy Clausen days, the Matt Rule days. Like, I've been there for all of this. And we're all tired of losing, man. So my whole perception is I think this is bullshit. I don't know why Steve keeps running his mouth. I've met him in person. I did not have a great experience with him. That's just personally. I always love him as a player, but when it comes to his voice, he says a lot of things that are off note to me. And I'm on Cam Newton's side, man. The Legette criticism is warranted, just as Nick Scott, all these players. I don't care if you're the quarterback, the free safety, the wide receiver, whatever. I'm on Cam's side here, man. I'm very disappointed in Smitty, and I'm very disappointed in David Tepper, because if you want to get a stadium full of fans and stop letting Cowboys and 49ers and Falcons fans run your stadium, you got to put somewhat of a decent product on the field. Because all these people, I forget the term, the fans that are, selling their tickets to other fans. What's that term that I've been hearing about? It's on the tip of my tongue, the way they've been calling these people.
Fair weather fans.
That, yes, but there's another term, essentially that, right? Those people
Fake
have
fans?
probably something like that. Those people have been to games before. That's why they're season ticket holders. But what's going to generate any of their interest instead of just sitting at home watching the game as opposed to going it? So I agree with what Pop said. I agree with what Twan said. Cole, I think most of us are on the same page here. I'm sick and tired of it. My message to David Tepper, dude, like, if you want to have these little propaganda bros running around for you speaking, then they're shit, employees trying to defend yourself. Well, you got to have some bigger balls than that, because I'm not buying what Steve's saying. It feels like he's kind of being the voice for someone. I'm with Cam Newton on this. That's all I got to say right now.
Same. I'm going to let everybody just jump in on it.
Real quick, let me tell you this one thing, what Cam Newton said. I love how Cam Newton said "we" when he was talking about the Panthers at the very beginning.
One of the most disrespected Panthers ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Cam for what he said about that shit, though.
I agree, man. And listen, I think maybe a little bit of what Cam was, what Steve was talking about. I don't know who conducted this survey or where the fuck it comes from, but this graphic has been making the round. Most hated NFL team in every state, and the most hated team in North Carolina is the Panthers, which is just honestly fucking hilarious to me because it probably is the truth.
But it is true.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. We're all tired of the losing. But hey, man, I've let everybody I have a chance to speak. So now everyone jump on it. And to anybody, one more thing, Pickle. To anybody who wants to come on the show, we will let anyone on the show, but keep it respectful, respect the stream, or else I'm going to kick you out. Go ahead, Pickle.
Yeah, the one thing I want to say is, you know what? South Carolina, fuck you. Your most hated team is the Eagles. What? Tepper didn't bend you over the woodshed enough? You need a little bit more? I mean, what? Maybe Tepper has a mansion there in South Carolina, and we don't know this. I mean, shut the hell up.
I'm surprised
South
they
Carolina.
didn't say the Panthers too,
Fucking
Pickle.
hell up.
After the whole,
that's what I'm saying.
That's why I thought they were going to be up there.
Yeah, it's probably a bullshit poll.
This two states, one
Hey,
team.
Pickle, don't get too riled up. This is a bullshit. Like, why is
It ain't
New
two
Orleans the
states,
most
one
hated
team no more,
in
Pickle.
Florida?
That's a fact.
no, remember, especially after the whole training camp debacle with South Carolina and the new center that they were building. I'm sure. I really am surprised that they didn't pick the Panthers, but. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to spend too much longer on this. We're going to go to the Falcons, but no, I definitely wanted everyone to have a chance to speak on this, and then I'll play Steve Smith's response video. Go ahead, Jake.
I was just going to say, anytime you look at shit like this, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Even PFF. I mean, PFF are trying to tell me that Austin Corbett had a good week. Austin Corbett hasn't had a good week.
It's so stupid.
That is the biggest lie I've ever seen in my life. That dude was getting ran over. And look, I'm not wishing injury on any man. I know he's injured. Hey, I'm not wishing injury on anybody, but that dude had a horrible first 2 weeks.
That's what it's about, JD, right, Joe. It really is.
I want to say something real quick, Cody, about the threat situation, because I know Cody will share my sentiments when I say this. A lot of Panthers fans are some of the shittiest people I've ever met. Let me tell you why. Because podcasters and content creators out here, guys, believe it or not, we get death threats. We get shit where people tell us to watch our back.
Yep.
Or I better not see you such and such. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I'm not, you run up on me, you're just going to be practicing because I'm going to fuck you up. But it's crazy that people think like that. You know, even as crazy as the shit that he said, people out here talking about hurting him and all that, like that's a problem with this country right now, man. If somebody says something you don't like, you want to kill him?
Yeah.
I don't understand that shit. He's on that, like Pop said, that apology was not genuine. He only said that shit because of the comments that came in. Because he didn't know people was gonna react like that.
Well, did he lie about the death threat? Did he make that shit up?
No, I don't think.
No, I believe he got him.
I don't think he did.
I mean, let's be real, y'all. Cody Lack has gotten death threats from other podcasters because of what he says on Twitter. So let's stop the bull crap. That
it ain't just him, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't mean it that way.
Yeah, there's some wicked ass people out here. Is what I'm saying, bro.
There is. So let's. I have no doubt that he's got those.
That claim to be Panthers fans.
No doubt.
Look,
go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna be real. I know we want to get off the subject, but the simple of the matter is there's sick people in this world, man. And when you can't allow, if an opinion of another human being gets you to the point where you have to be that type of person. Yeah, exactly right. You need to go look at yourself in the mirror, honestly.
Yeah, too much hatred in their heart. Yeah, so this is right now, man. So I did want to play this. I'm gonna play Steve's response to what he had to say. I'm gonna welcome someone in. We'll have a couple more comments, and then I want to go to this game against the Falcons. There is football we have to talk about, and that's what we'll do. But this was Steve's response because he did receive a lot of backlash for what he said. So this is what he said. Wait, hold on.
It's been brought to my attention what I said on the radio. Probably should have used some different words. But based on the DMs I've been getting from people, what I said, and then now you're saying you're going to threaten me, you're going to pull up on me. I don't think that's a good idea. So I love this city. I invest in this city. My foundation in this city. But all these comments in my DMs, sliding my DMs, talking about you're going to pull up on me, you're going to threaten me. We don't need all that, man. We don't need no black on black, bro. So if that's how you really feel, just block me, bro. You don't have to. But all these comments threatening my life, ain't no need for that.
I want to say two things.
And also, I want to say this.
I want to be quick.
Football's supposed to be fun.
It is,
you know
but it's not
football,
anymore.
Football,
but the Panthers don't make it fun. The Panthers don't make it fun.
It ain't even just that. It's the society we're living in now.
It's supposed to be something that brings us
together,
closer.
Yeah.
That brings us together. That everything is so divided in the world, and especially with the team being so bad, it's like, bro, I don't even know how it gets to some shit like this, man.
The first thing I didn't like was that I don't like the tone that he used to say that back. Like, I feel like you only made it worse. Because now you sound undergroundly like a tough guy. Like if somebody approaches you, like I wouldn't have just done the video. I would have might have just
like saying you don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's not genuine at all.
It's not genuine at all. The other thing that I did not like,
I don't think it's an apology. I don't think he said.
It's not. Somebody made him do it.
It's not an apology for what he said. It's simply saying said what I said. Maybe I use different words, but don't use to threaten me to pull up. And his the way he said it. Maybe I'm wrong. I may entirely be wrong. I took that as the West LA kid coming out. That's exactly the way I took it.
Kind of, but look, listen to this.
Yeah. Dave's always been like that, though.
This is the second part.
Yeah, he's scrappy. He wants to fight.
Yeah, I got to say
this is where he would have had to deal with us as a people over here, being a black man. You said we don't need no black on black violence. Like it was only black people threatening you.
Yeah, it does make it seem that
you
way.
put that shit out there like it was only black people threatening you.
Yeah,
he would know who's threatening.
Like, so why would you? That was done. Now he fucked up again. Why would you put it out there like that? Like it was only black people threatening you. Like we gonna whoop your ass in the streets. Man, for the most part, poor blacks don't give a fuck about sports like that.
Yeah.
So he fucked that up. I'm like, why would you put us out there like that? Like we was the only ones. I don't threaten nobody.
Let me get some more people, and then I really do want to go on to the Falcons. Anthony, and then no, as a matter of fact, hold up, man. Let me welcome Chooks into the free for all. Chooks, what's up, brother? How you living, man?
How's it going? Happy Friday. Going to be at the game Sunday. How's everybody doing, man?
What's up,
doing good, man. Hey, it's another day the Lord has made, brother. I'm doing good. How about you, man?
I'm good, man. These Panthers, man, like always something, right?
I hear you, man. Yeah, you want to speak on this Steve Smith situation real quick?
Steve Smith is speaking like a player, but he cannot speak from his perspective. We used to bitch and complain about 7-9 seasons, bro. This team is the worst team since the 2020s, bro. He does not understand that this team is horrible, bro. We have the worst winning percentage
since David ever took over.
Yes, not only that, Anthony. If the decade ended today, we'd be the worst team in the decade. The worst franchise, NFL franchise in the decade. That's not hyperbole, bro. That's real facts, bro.
Yeah.
What was Cam's worst season? 6-10? 6-10.
What was his rookie year? Yep.
His rookie year. What was the Panthers' worst? The Panthers never went when they went 2-14. We always knew, they're gonna bounce back. They're going to be 7-9, then come back, go to the playoffs. This team doesn't do that.
It does not take long.
It doesn't take long. This is the NFL. That's what I'm getting frustrated at. I'm okay with 1-2-14 season. Okay, happens.
That's what we're used to, though, Pickle.
Hold on, Pickle. I gotta say something here. I do agree, Chuck. I'm right there with you. One thing, Smith, and I do agree, the death threats are not okay. But one thing he admitted there, guys, how can you say you built a foundation in this city, but then call us a weak-ass city? Are you insinuating that you're a part of this?
I told
it
you.
seems like he's playing a double-edged
Preach.
sword.
Exactly, Anthony.
That's what I said earlier.
Hold on.
I said earlier that he has businesses here. We have supported him ever since he's retired.
He want to
come out and say that.
He making money
ridiculous
right now.
He want to give grace to Excel. Excuse me, let me get this off and I'm done. He want to give grace to Excel, but not say shit about Terrel. Come on
nothing.
now. Nothing.
And by the way, he was also not very congratulatory of Terrell even after we drafted him. Which
I just want to say real quick. I'm sorry to hear that.
His entitlement with the
you shouldn't have to deal with shit like that. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're fine. That's where I think his entitlement with the organization is too, where I think he feels like he has serious pull, right?
He's in their pocket.
Because you go back to the whole Jerry Jeudy thing and the Mingo thing, he feels like he got denied when we took Tetaroa. Like, we're supposed to listen to every take he makes. It's like, dude, I get you work for the Panthers, but the whole double-edged sorting thing, calling us a weak ass.
Anthony, we don't trust Smitty evals anymore.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, man. I just don't like that kind of.
And I don't even think it's a situation he doesn't like Tet. I don't think Tet was just lick the boots or give him grace or give him like that. He just respected him just like a regular person. And Smitty does he just has issues, bro. Steve Smith has way more bigger issues than football, bro.
He really does.
So what? Hey,
you got issues about a lawsuit. You got other things going on, bro.
Let me ask Ant something, because Ant just said something very, very profound.
What's up?
You still there, Twan?
Do we lose him?
We might have lost Twan.
Yeah, we lost Twan. But Ant was speaking facts, though.
This is coming from. I know Cody's lived in Charlotte for a while.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now you're back. You're
okay,
back.
my bad. Hey, so Ant, check this out, Ant. Do y'all agree with me when I say this? And I said this years ago. Steve Smith does not speak for us.
No, not everybody.
Not even close.
Everybody thinks this dude speaks for us.
You know what, Twan? He might speak for some people, but he damn sure
don't speak for us.
Like
Dan said, with that Jerry Jeudy shit, I called him out.
I didn't like that shit either.
When they told DJ Moore, I'll slap the shit out of you. You don't talk to somebody like that who just got to the team, bro. He not doing. He feeling himself, bro. He's feeling himself.
He comes off as like
as a jackass, bro.
No, yeah, he comes off as like the student. He comes off as the student in class that like knows he can get away with shit, so he just keeps pushing the buttons until it gets to the breaking point.
But you got Panthers fans that's gonna keep right on saying, "But he's a legend. He can say that." No, he can't.
He was an awesome football player. No one's denying that. He's one of my top 3 favorite guys of all time. But when we're talking about the human being side of this, he isn't a football player anymore. And he feels this entitlement because of his employment with the Panthers. And that's what I don't like. I don't like that at all.
What we are seeing, guys, we are seeing the true essence of what bipolar looks like.
Hey, that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation, boy. What I'm saying.
So, you know, maybe he needs to get his diagnosis or get a scan. But every other year, he does something wild or say something crazy. But you know what's so beautiful about this whole outcome? This is why Cam Newton will always be above him. Because you just left the door wide open for Cam to show you why he's the best Carolina Panther you've ever had.
Yeah,
it's
a good day for Cam. It really was.
But also remember, we can also keep it real too. Cam Newton has pissed the fans off sometime with some shit that he said.
Oh, you ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, but he won't lie neither, though, most of the time.
What did he say?
Well, no, I mean, we don't even have to get deep
Collective
into it.
memory is
But like
real.
when he was like,
Like selective conversation.
talking about he wouldn't change anything, the way that he wouldn't go back and take away his MVP.
Oh yeah, keep his personal accolades over the Super Bowl. I do remember that.
But like, here's the thing, though. Like, but to me,
he
here's the
wasn't
difference.
talking about a fan though. He wasn't talking about
Right.
the
To
city.
me, that's
That was
the
a
difference.
personal
his own career.
Yeah, like I felt like he was talking directly at Cody and Anthony, and that shit pissed me off.
Yeah, man. Like,
dude, it's like fuck that. Like I listen.
Yeah, some
Cam
players
said
are just.
Cam said things that made us question like some of his morality and his decision making, like the like Cody brought up his take
I don't
on
know about that.
having the ring over. I mean the MVP over the Super Bowl.
You didn't make me feel like that.
But Smitty would
somebody
never.
listen. He didn't come out himself and say it publicly. He came out and said it because somebody asked him.
Yes,
See what
yeah.
I'm saying? So somebody threw a layup or alley-oop and he dunked it, but you didn't like the way he dunked it. It's a difference when you got Steve Smith who volunteers to say damaging shit. That's the difference.
But that's
he's asking.
Go ahead, Pickle. Go.
He's asked a question from Kyle Bailey, and he answers it.
Yeah.
You might not like it, but that's how he is. Listen, this is the same guy who a few years into his season, literally a few years, he wasn't even good yet. He was a good punt returner, kick returner. That's all he was. But he didn't like what another receiver said in the film room, and he punched him and broke his nose. What they do? You quit doing that. Be a good little boy.
That wasn't the last time he did it.
No. Let me finish. Okay. So then, a few years later, he gets to be big. He gets to be a badass. Ken Lucas in Spartanburg does some things in training camp Steve didn't like. They're standing on the sideline. And, Ken Lucas gives it right back to Steve Smith. Steve walks over and co-cocks him, punches him, breaks his nose. Guess what? They smack him on the wrist and say, quit that and be a good little Steve Smith. Guess what? That's the way it is.
All right,
saw it all the way back in.
So hold on, listen. I know that we could go on this all day. We could go on this all day. Yeah, well, go ahead, Jay, and then I'm gonna.
I just want to tell Pickle real quick, bro. I appreciate you, bro. You're the archive of Panthers, bro. I swear, you're legit the archive, bro.
Let me tell you what. Y'all realize for a one whole season, the Charlotte Observer come out with article after article with how bad Steve Smith was.
Oh yeah, it was always in the newspaper.
Now let me finish, my friend. Now, the entire concept of that was to piss Steve Smith off so he would play better the next week. And it worked, because he would read it, get pissed off, and go play better. Then after the end of the season, I don't remember the end of the season, but at the end of the season, he came out and said, y'all didn't have to do that shit. I'm naturally pissed off, fella.
Yeah.
Just
all right.
think regularly get pissed off.
All right. Let me hold on. No. We can go on this all day, man. I already have people who want to talk about Falcons in the chat.
Cody, I'm only saying one line. Some would think that what Steve Smith is doing now, I'm telling you, you're going to hear him say, they're going to try to say he's just trying to get this team revved up. Some going to say that.
He's not doing that. He's defending.
I know he's not doing that.
He's defending the ownership is what he's doing.
All right. Let me welcome in my brother, JD, from the beautiful Isles of Hawaii. I'm going to let JD get off on this. And then, hey, man, we're going to talk about this Panthers football game we have this Sunday, man. We have a big-time division matchup.
I hope they
and
win.
we need to talk. Yeah, we're going to talk about all of it because we have some big news, man. Pat Jones is out. Nick Scordon getting the start. AJ Terrel for the Falcons is out. That ought to be a huge opportunity for Tataroa McMillan and maybe even Xavier Legette, who even prompted this whole thing that Steve Smith was talking about. But let me let JD in here. JD, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's good, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, bro.
Hey, man, with that whole Steve Smith thing, I agree with the sentiment shared, man. Making threats over somebody sharing their opinion, that's a real weak move. Personally, I agree with what Steve Smith said. He just didn't word that shit correctly. Like, I ain't gonna say he didn't word it correctly. he didn't word it in a way that most people would swallow and not have an issue with.
Right.
But one thing I will say, as it pertains to Steve Smith Sr., everything that made him a great football player, it seems to me that that's how he moves throughout life. And I forget where I heard the quote, but there's times where you got to motherfuckers know.
Hey, you there, JD? You're cutting out, brother. JD, we got you, bro.
That's that weak ass Hawaiian connection.
They ain't got their internet cables out there. No, they do.
That cricket aloha.
Hey, JD, we're going to get you back in here, brother, but your microphone cut out on you.
Come crazy, man. That
They must have been a storm over California.
That man said that cricket.
Man. Cricket aloha.
All right, man, look, let's jump into this Panthers game, shall we? Boys, we are sitting at 0-2 to start the season. We have the chance to course correct against a division rival, the Atlanta Falcons, as we play our home opener. As I already mentioned, Patrick Jones is out. We have lost Robert Hunt and Austin Corbett on the offensive line. No timetable for their return. AJ Terrel for the Falcons, he's out. So this is an opportunity for our receiving core. Gentlemen, it's a free-for-all. I'm going to let y'all jump on it. Where does this matchup begin and end for the Carolina Panthers?
In the first quarter.
God damn it, Pickle.
All right, man, he ain't lying.
Maybe shorter. It might be the first couple plays, but go ahead.
I kind of wanted to start this conversation. I don't know if you guys saw Jeff Albrecht's press conference today about him basically admitting we don't have an identity on offense.
Yeah, I can play that.
That's kind of where I question, like,
I haven't listened to it.
Do we course correct
I'll play it.
What we did good last year, or does Canales? Because I think this is not even a strong take or anything. I feel like our running game is even worse than it was in the Frank Reich year, man. I feel like that's a low bar.
I will speak on this too if I can.
Yeah.
I tried to find it. I really did. I at work in between my breaks, and then a little bit when I got home, but my legs hurt me a little bit, so I couldn't do a lot of. But anyways, what I tried to play, I tried to find it where I don't know what it may have just been one of them weekly press conferences with Brad Isaac, excuse me, but he's asked by a Carolina reporter, what is your true job duties? What do you do? And he basically says, I do everything an offensive coordinator does except call and plays, and me and Canales do that kind of go over that before the game and some during the game. And basically that's what he said. And I'm wondering, and it's not throwing off heat off anybody else, because I have my own personal opinion, and trust me, y'all don't hear it. But I'm wondering if most of our offensive issues are Brad Isaac is just so green he don't know what he's doing. Because I know y'all have heard me say.
Pickle, to be honest with you, brother, I don't even know what Brad Isaac does.
He does everything an offensive coordinator does. He teaches his team where to line up. I mean,
Cody just took the words out of my mouth, man. I was about to say, so what is it you do again?
Yeah, what is it that Brad Isaac does on this team?
I just said it. I just said it. Two things: either y'all don't know what an offensive coordinator does other than call plays, or y'all just didn't hear me.
No, what I was saying, Pickle, was that everything you named was accurate. So whoever he told that to, I would have been like, so what is it that you do it again? Because it sounds like you don't do shit.
Yeah. So Twan, what does an offensive coordinator do other than call plays?
Well, I think they do the installs, right? They put together. They make sure that they're on the.
So to cut the bullshit out, an offensive coordinator goes over film and explains to running back the best ways to run against this team. He draws up the best routes for the receivers to run against this opposing defense. So he draws
He also
up.
works with
He
the other
draws
offensive
up
coaches.
who would be the better player to play in these lines or against this defense, and he also draws up which scheme for the offensive blocking scheme for the offensive line to use. Now, again, I'll say this, y'all, and maybe it's only been 2 games, and Pickle ain't no trained football. I'm not even a self-proclaimed trained football guy like some people are. But when I read this, 99% of the problem, and trust me, play calling has a lot to do with it, but 99% of the problem is this team isn't ready to play football. The offense isn't ready to run the football. They're not ready to pass the football. They're not ready to block for the quarterback. They're not even ready to line up and pretend they know what the fuck they do.
Well, but then to me, then that says that Brad
They should
is
have played
it.
preseason. They should have played
Well,
preseason.
but also like to kind of piggyback on what you're saying, Pickle. If Brad Idzik is in charge of all those things and coordinating the offense and getting the coaches together, then I think that it's fair to put a lot of the offensive lows on Brad Idzik just as much as you can on Dave Canales' play calling. And I do think that's fair. Let me play. Somebody mute your microphone. Anthony, mute your microphone, please. Let me play this from the Falcons. This is their offensive coordinator. Am I correct?
Yes.
Am I right on this? So this is their offensive coordinator.
No. I think he's the defensive coordinator, ain't he?
Yeah, we don't know nothing about them bitches.
I don't know.
The defensive coordinator.
Yeah, you're right. That's the defensive coordinator.
Defensive coordinator.
Yeah, so this is.
Say one
Yeah,
thing.
go ahead.
He was with the Jets last year.
Right. Go ahead, Pop.
And he's put together a top 5 defense before, so he's dangerous. Number 2, I think also the passing coordinator is supposed to get up with the scouts, who also is supposed to be looking at the teams you're playing coming up and give them a heads up of what they're seeing and how to go about coming up with a game plan as well. I believe that's what they also do. So Idzik is supposed to be get up with those guys to come up with a plan, and then they come together and
he breaks down the plays with them. He breaks down the plays.
My prediction, because I haven't seen what he's gonna say. I think our offense is so terrible that even he's confused. That he's like, they don't have a identity.
Yeah.
Well,
So this is
just play it.
Yeah. So after this, I'll open it back up. This is what their defensive coordinator had to say about the Panthers' identity on offense.
Figuring out who they are on offense is the biggest challenge right now. Because you'll see a much more traditional style offense early in some of those games, and for the vast part of most of last year, you saw in offense, they were quarterback under center. There was run, there was play pass, there was keepers, there was quick game. There's just the traditional NFL offense that you see from week to week. But then there was this alternative version of them that came out and spread everything out, and max splits and empties, and you saw the quarterback flourish in that way. Where he was playing point guard and distributing, and I think it gave him clarity as far as what he was getting from a defensive perspective, and he had great success doing it. It was a big part of the reason that they got back in that game last week. So when you prepare for this team, you're preparing for 2 offenses in some ways.
So in a couple of different ways, you can take this as a compliment and some shade, right? Because from a shade perspective, you can say, well, the Panthers don't really know who they want to be as an offense. But he was very complimentary in saying that, once we had empty backfields and we just dedicated ourselves to throwing the football, that's when we were able to mount something of an attack against the Cardinals. So what is the key to the Panthers? Yeah, so what is the key to success for the Panthers on offense as you go up against the Falcons, who had 5 sacks against the Minnesota Vikings?
Oh, I'll go first. Don't fumble the ball. Take the sack. Yeah, shit like that.
That's a good one.
Let me ask y'all something. How many? Isn't it traditional? And y'all, I may be wrong. I'm old. Maybe my memory failing. Damn, I'm ugly too. Fuck that. Turn that damn
Oh
camera.
shit, people.
Anyhow,
Don't look at yourself.
isn't it not tradition that your first few plays that the offensive kind of rehearses? They know what they're going to do in the first few plays.
I mean, sort of.
If that's the case, we suck doing that. So
yeah, I just want to say this.
I think the guy's being really nice, but underneath all that bullshit, he say Panther fans, y'all offensive coordinator and head coach don't know jack shit about.
They don't.
Yeah, like I was gonna say.
That's exactly what he's saying in a nice way.
Go ahead, Anthony.
The key there in interpreting what he said was he that should be like a red flag for everyone when he says, so Bryce did this good, but they did this. Did that not catch y'all too? Like, why aren't we just doing what Bryce Young is good at, dog? Like,
I caught it, but I didn't want to overtalk it.
Doing too much shit, man.
It's just confusing. I don't care who your quarterback is. Do play to your players' strengths, man. Like, whatever you're trying to do, the first drive or this pistol shit, it's not working. And, like, you got to play to Bryce's strengths because when you get Bryce going, then you can get the run going. But when you're just sitting here and your run plays are so uninspiring, it's just a handoff to Chuba, who's not Jahmyr Gibbs. So you shouldn't be running this formation with him anyways. He's a downfield back. When you're doing that type of stuff, you're not putting your players in the situations to win. I'm with Pickle. I think that's what Albrecht was saying. Like, he flat out told us they're not doing what they're good at, and I'm kind of licking my chops at that. So
I want to throw something out there.
Yeah.
This is me calling out Canales. I've been noticing. This is a different play calling. That's absolutely true. But this year it seems like he's trying to be more reactive than proactive. My meaning is he's trying to figure out what they're doing in the first and second quarter and then adjust in the third or fourth instead of being more aggressive coming straight out the gate. So it's kind of weird. I don't understand it, but that's what I'm picking up from what I'm seeing.
That's where the abandoning
I'm proud of you, Pop.
the game plan
I'm proud of you.
That's where abandoning the game plan comes from, bro. That's what I've been saying. And that's why we're sitting here like, what is our identity? Because Canales is letting the other team put their foot on the gas before we do. And that's not where you want to be.
Yeah.
I feel like Canales is like scared to have a good run game too. Like, I mean, I know our offensive line's been terrible too, but it's like even when we get 3 or 4 yards and a carry, he just abandons it. After that one carry, it's like 4 or 5 in a row, if not more than that, passes or whatever. That's all it is.
And bro, let me jump in and give credit to Anthony, because Anthony's been saying this shit forever.
Mm-hmm.
That Canales says that we want our identity to be a pound the rock, run first football team. But bro, it don't take nothing for him to abandon that shit in a blink and just start chucking the shit all over the field. It's actually panics, and it's like, oh shit, we gotta move down the field. Let's just let Bryce throw the ball.
I was gonna say something, but Cody pretty much just said what I was gonna say. I've been saying this to Pop, man. You know, me and Pop.
Panicked.
He just abandons the fucking run, bro. Look, even if you're down 10-0, you don't abandon the run.
What was the point of going out and getting another?
He's not even in the right personnel either when we run. That's what's confusing too.
Canales don't know what the fuck he is doing. He was a 1-year offensive coordinator, a 1-year head coach. He's out of position. He should have never been a head coach so fast, bro.
Yes, that's what I've been. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been saying. I mean, I was chatting with somebody on the chat.
It was just the best that we could get.
You know, the fact is, let's cut the BS. Fact is, Rivero was a 1-year defensive coordinator when we brought him here.
Yeah.
Canales was a 1-year offensive coordinator that we hired as a head coach.
Oh, bunch of new shit.
Brad Isaac was a never has been an offensive coordinator before, and we say, here, you the OC. Oh, we wonder why the fuck we suck.
Dan Morgan, first time. Dan Morgan, first time GM.
First time GM.
And we do got like a record. Come on.
No, go ahead. I'll go after you.
No, I was just gonna say, don't we got like a record break? Well, not record breaking, but we're tied with like 2 other teams with like 10 rookies on our team right now.
It's 12.
Yeah, we're one of the youngest teams in football.
There's no leadership.
So we're one of the. How about this? We're one of the least experienced at coaching, and we are one of the youngest teams in football. Pop, hang on to that question. I'm gonna get Cole and Evan in. Cole, what do we need to do on offense to really get this shit going, bro?
Not turn the ball over, number one. That's a very obvious answer, but we have got to run the ball. I think more criticism needs to be on Chuba than he's been getting, unfortunately, especially since you're getting this real money now. You need to stay the type of level back you are with the money you're paid, in my opinion, personally. I haven't seen the payout yet. Ain't even got 100 yards in 2 games yet. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
You got to get the ball to get 100 yards.
I need Austin to
I understand that.
be upright.
I understand
10 carries a game is unacceptable, bro.
You got to get the ball.
No, but honest, I'm going to keep it really simple, Cody, because I didn't answer my shit all the way. Tetero and McMillan. Throw the motherfucker the ball over again.
It seems like a damn good idea, doesn't it? Hey, bro, I'm down with that. Let me get
everything.
let me get Evan in here. Then I'm gonna let Pop ask a question. Go ahead, Evan.
You know, I like that for my fantasy football team too, Cole. I got him as one of my starting wide receivers, so I'd love that.
I got him as my flex. I'm gonna run him out the whole year.
Bro, I got Chuba as my as one of my running backs. I need
you're done. You're done, Cody. Don't you got Joe Burrow? Wait a minute. Don't you got Joe Burrow? Don't you got Joe Burrow?
Yes.
You're done. You're done.
Shut up, Jake.
Your league is over.
Yeah,
right,
offensively though, I feel like we just need to execute, and I think, I think Bryce as well needs to not turn the ball over. I definitely agree with that. Whether people want to claim not every turnover was on him, the fact of the matter is he fumbled the ball and he threw that interception. Yes, it was tipped up, but he threw the pick still. I think he needs to clean up. I think we need to come in more prepared, and that's been the biggest issue. I mean, we should have played more in preseason. I think they need to do more in practice, and they just need to come in more prepared, and that's the biggest issue with us, at least offensively. Last week, we easily could have won that game if we actually played the offense that we were playing in the second half. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so weird why in the second halves is when we start actually picking it up. When it's because Dave Canales all of a sudden is like, oh, now we need to be urgent. Okay, now I'm going to start doing this, doing that. And it's just ridiculous. I mean, 2 years of it, too. I mean,
yeah.
Whose job is it to have his team ready to play on Sundays?
Oh, yeah, Dave Canales, Shiro Evero, and Brad Isaac.
There you go.
Prominently.
Yep.
Shout out to Evero Ejero. But I have to say this, y'all can agree or not agree. Evero had his team ready Sunday.
I do think that I do. No, I'm glad people brought it up. I do think that it bears saying that the defense, for as much shit as we talked about Evero, for some of the things that we have said, the defense has not been the worst part of this team.
Yeah, but he's not the reason. It's not the reason we're losing football games. I will say that.
Pop had a question. Then I got to introduce somebody. Go ahead, Pop.
So just off of my observation, and I'm pretty sure y'all watch the game just as much as I do. And I've heard all of y'all pretty much say similar things. First game, Icky was hurt. They ran the ball to the right. Second game, Robert Hunt and Corbett goes down, but they were running the ball to the right. They didn't go to Icky because he was hurt, so they didn't go to the left. You have now your guard and your starting center out. Canales, where are you running the ball? Because if you can't figure it out, you're fucked. I mean, you don't run the ball to the outside. You always running up the A gap.
Same shit, bro.
That's what kills me, bro.
Why
You
don't
gotta
you
run
try?
behind
Why don't
Icky.
you
I'm
try
sorry.
I formation for once?
Yeah, he
How
ran
about
it
that?
last year. I got a
Put
hot
Bryce
question
under
for everybody
center
too.
for God's
So
Hey, do
y'all tell me where is he running the ball?
Do y'all want Canales? Do y'all want Bryce Young
He's
throwing
McClellan.
55 times a game?
No,
That's a recipe. That is a
That's a
recipe
recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I don't want. He shouldn't have to. He shouldn't have to do that. We got 2,000-yard backs in our backfield. Like, why the hell?
Yeah, and what is the point? What is
centric
the point
offense
of
with that,
having
Jake.
2,000-yard running backs if you're just going to
Because
abandon
Canales
the
don't know
run
what
the first
doing.
moment that you get a chance? Hold on, let me welcome in. Yeah, but let me welcome in somebody, and then my man Jake had a question. We got Matt Man, the Panther fan, on the free for all. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, brother?
Man, I'm pretty much done with this coaching staff. I mean, they got time to maybe figure it out, but
Thank you.
our problem, the way he handled that preseason, and he said one thing: "Oh, I'm going to play him more," and he didn't. And I was surprise, the team comes out the first two games,
Yeah.
act like they ain't played because they hadn't played. You got to fucking play this. It's so irritating. You know what's the most maddening thing about this? You know who the hell should be our coach right now?
Jim Harbaugh.
Jim fucking Harbaugh.
Jim fucking Harbaugh.
You think we'd be in this mess if he was the coach? If Tepper didn't have his head shoved up his ass?
David Tepper. David
Harbaugh was never
Tepper
coming here.
did not want a person
David
that
Tepper
would
likes
be
softies.
the alpha male of the organization, and I feel like Tepper didn't want that.
No.
Can I say this
So
real quick?
that's the problem. That's the problem, Cody.
Cody just said.
If you get rid of Canales, he's just gonna get another beta male. So I might as well just stick with Canales and let him keep growing.
Look,
I'll say this though.
And y'all gonna keep fucking losing too.
Hold up,
I'll say this about Canales real quick, and we forget
He's not
Ron Rivera. He ain't Ron Rivera, but
alpha male in here, bro.
Ron Rivera was 1-6 his second season. Started the season 1-6, and a lot of people was ready to fire him.
Well, they
And
No,
they
you're
turned
right.
it around. I ain't gonna say that's gonna happen.
No,
but
that
There's a lot
is
more details involved in that than what you just said.
That
No,
dude
I'm-
had Superman over there with him though.
hold on, Anthony, and then Jake, and I'm gonna introduce somebody. Go ahead.
I mean,
Yeah,
go ahead, Ed.
Okay, two things. Also, we've lost to a rookie head coach so far, a coach that is not very good that we beat last year, and we're playing Raheem Morris for the third matchup. We need to win one of these games. And I'll say this. Yes, Canales is a beta male, and David Tepper may go hire another beta male. But can we at least get a beta male that has experience? And lastly, yes, Ron Rivera was 1-6. But we were in dogfights with the Seattle Seahawks that year, man. Like, we were in dogfights with close teams in those losses, so you could see reason. We weren't down 27-3 to the Arizona Cardinals, who are a pretty mid team. Yeah,
Piss fucking poor is what that is.
I missed them battles with the Seattle Seahawks.
We should be 2-0 right now, bro.
Yes, like no excuses. You got outcoached by a rookie head coach with a whole new coaching
That
staff,
happened.
with a quarterback he didn't draft. Blah 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 blah. There's no excuses there. So I'm gonna turn it to JJ. But I agree with everything Matt, Twan, everyone said so far about Canales, because I know.
I just
JJ
think the
and then
writing's
Jake.
on the wall when Twan sat up here and was like, "Do y'all really think Bryce Young should be throwing 55 times?" And everyone up here was like, "No." Now, whether
Yeah.
y'all want to say that plays into our identity, but let's be real, it's really because we don't want Bryce Young throwing that many times. We don't trust him making that many decisions. We don't trust his arm talent throwing 55 times. We don't trust his offensive line to protect him to his liking 55 times. We don't trust none of that. We don't trust Dave Canales' play calling to pass up 55 pass protections and pass schemes and none of that, bro. Like, it's like what we thought could be the next head coach and quarterback duo to take us somewhere just it's completely shit on us. That's it. And we either got to be patient until we can gain enough talent for another opportunity,
JJ
or
cooking.
yeah, because y'all got to remember, like, a head coach ain't going to come here unless we got a real situation, unless we have an undeniable amount of
Bingo.
talent, or we
JJ,
have a
what we've
real
been talking
quarterback.
about,
Y'all
placeholder.
keep talking about Jim Harbaugh, but like Jim Harbaugh said a whole year before he left Michigan, I like Justin Herbert. He's my favorite quarterback in the NFL.
Same,
Shit,
JJ.
shocker.
He liked Carolina too, though. He played for
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah, I'm sure
In
he
the
was a
whole
little
NFL?
interested.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not saying that like the
yo,
best.
Hey.
No.
no.
Herbert's the
Yeah,
beast.
he's talking
Herbert's a
about
beast,
Herbert.
man.
Yes, he said Herbert's his favorite player in the whole
Oh
NFL.
yeah.
Twan,
No, I'm talking about team.
last year in the middle of the season, Jim Harbaugh told reporters, I woke up one morning because I woke up. You want to know why I woke up? I gotta figure out how do I get Justin Herbert into the Hall of Fame. That's what he said,
He did say
bro.
that.
It's like he
No, I
does,
agree
and,
with you.
and we
I
don't have
think Cody
nobody
said
here
he was the
about
best
that.
quarterback in the league. I was like, come on.
Oh no, you're wild, Cody. But he
I mean,
JJ,
does.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I
said
said what? Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't put words in my mouth.
I
What
thought
I said?
when he said that, you said that Justin Herbert was the best quarterback in the league.
No, I said he is one of,
He is one of.
undeniably, the best
Josh
quarterbacks
Allen's
in the
nice,
league.
bro.
And he
by the
should
way,
give
no, no,
Carolina
by the way, don't interrupt. By the
My
way,
bad, I misheard you.
back in 2020, if it wasn't for Matt Rule and Marty Herney not wanting to trade up to get him, every scout in our building wanted Justin Herbert to be our quarterback.
No,
Herney
wanted to trade up.
Yeah, Herney wanted
Matt Rule went to David.
That was Matt Rule.
And said, I have the power. I don't want
Listen. I went and I reread an article that talked about it, and it said that Herney and Rule
Oh yeah, I've seen
didn't
that
want to
same
go up.
article. Yeah, I've seen that same article that he wanted to move up, but he got denied it.
I've read a few articles.
Maybe I'm mistaken, but
what I read was Herney wanted him. He got shut down.
Well, either way, there were people in the building that wanted Herbert to be our quarterback.
Oh yeah. Hey, real quick.
But Marty
I did.
Only NFL
Same.
GM or
You know Herney get that first pick right.
That Herney was the only NFL
Not no other
GM
picks,
or
though.
scout
Not really.
that was at that it was just Herbert's pro day.
he went out there even though COVID was going on. He didn't give a shit. Hey, I want to say one more thing real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
About Canales and him talking about we're gonna be a run team. Anybody look at 2023 Bucks when he was offensive coordinator? What was their running game ranked in the league? 32nd.
Yeah.
32nd, and he gets all this as a quarterback whisperer. Like he fixed Baker. Well, Baker's doing just damn fine without him.
Baker's better without him.
Well, it should be.
And he fixed Bryce last year. You know what? Maybe Bryce fixed Bryce last year.
That's what I was saying, but no one wanted to hear.
That's the other problem about Bryce. Bro, we sit here and we're like, yeah, he got his confidence back. He's feeling good. Bro, if I got to wait for my supposed franchise quarterback to feel good and confident about himself to play good, we got an issue.
This team
JJ,
is
but he
done.
don't. Look, JJ, Bryce does not like Canales' play calling. Bro.
No,
he don't like it.
I don't either. I'll be frank about it.
Canales
don't like his play caller.
Quarterback threw the ball.
He's trying to wait to win football
There you go,
games.
Pickle. Because if you're gonna take the heat off Bryce Young, right? Do you run the ball more?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times
get rid of him.
Well, hey, Bryce ain't helping himself much by turning it over.
One at a time. One at a time.
Let me say
this. Canales does not want Bryce. I don't care what nobody says. He do not want that kid. And I don't know.
That's fair. I agree. They don't want each other, bro. I've been saying it.
They don't want each other.
And like, here's the thing. Go ahead. I'm just trying to get this one point.
Ask yourself, if you replace Bryce Young, I mean, let's just say out of the blue, you just replace Bryce Young. Does that fix your problems?
No. No, it's just a problem.
Does it make David Canales run the ball more? No. Does it help the offensive line figure out how to block? Does it help David Canales or Brad Isby realize what a game plan is? No, it doesn't.
Pickle,
that's your problem.
We would be 2-0 right now, Pickle. If Bryce wasn't a quarterback, we'll be 2-0 right now.
Let me let Anthony go, and then Jake had a question. And I want
Let me
him
say
to-
this.
I want him
Let
to
me say
ask.
this.
Go ahead, Ant.
Whatever y'all say, I've been telling JJ this. Unless something turns around, they're inevitably both gone. Because I called this offseason, and I'm calling the next, and I'll tell you why. You look at the cap space and the draft picks we have. What did JJ bring up earlier? You're trying to make the job enticing. The job hasn't been enticing for years, but this could be the first offseason where it is. So I personally think Canales
With all
is
the
a
talent we
placeholder.
got, you're right, bro.
I think he's a placeholder regardless, and that's why I think this other cap space.
Maybe that's why he came in the first place.
They could have hold up, Cole. They could have just spent cap space this offseason to improve the team this year if they were serious about winning. And that's where I don't think Tepper or Dan Morgan are that bought into Canales at this point.
If you don't get rid of Canales next year, guess who ain't gonna want to be here next year? Chuba gonna start looking to get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, there's a reason why veteran players left here, guys. The vets didn't like him either. Deontay Johnson publicly said many times this coaching staff is just like, in so many words, he said the coaching staff's whack. Like that Clowney probably requested his release. Clowney
you can't really go off of what he said.
Deontay Johnson, he got some problems.
Hey, real quick. Hey, hold on.
Last thing, Cody, I'm gonna say this last thing. The one thing that these guys can't go off for too. This is how a coach pisses you off. When you got incentives in your contract saying you got to do this and you got to have these many yards by the end of the year, then if you ain't on pace to get more money at the end of the year,
you get mad.
They're gonna be looking at Canales and Evero like, man, bro, you fucking up my money, bro.
Yeah.
Chuba gotta be looking at Canales crazy, bro.
Especially
Hey,
if you don't win.
Listen,
Well,
I'm gonna let my boy Jake ask a question, but real quick before I do, 44 thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell for every single time the C3 Panthers podcast goes live. That helps us in the algorithm, helps us be seen by more and more people. And also remember to get in the comment section underneath the video after it goes live on YouTube, bro. We appreciate y'all supporting C3. Jake, jump in on it, homie.
I want to help Cody with that also real quick. My bad, Jake. Guys, when you hit the like button, it shows YouTube that you are engaged with the show. You guys come watch the shows because you like them. But if you don't hit the like button, YouTube only goes off analytics. And they say if you don't hit the like button, no matter how much you watch, they'll be like, well, you're not interested in the show.
That helps us tremendously.
You gotta hit that blue like button, bro.
Likes are the lifeblood of YouTube. That helps us more than anything. We appreciate y'all. Hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying the conversation. And I have the link pinned to the top of the YouTube chat if y'all would like to jump in and join the conversation. Go ahead.
My bad, Cody. I just wanted
No, you're good. I appreciate you, bro.
Now, I don't know who Pickle's talking to. He's muted.
He's muted. It don't even matter. Go
No,
ahead, Jake.
I wasn't talking at all. I was saying don't join. I can't get the word in anywhere edgewise, y'all. You know
I was legit about just to add on to Pickle's point about Bryce Young problem. That's the problem. It's not just Bryce Young. We got multiple problems on this team. We got a coaching problem. We got a coaching problem. We got a quarterback problem. We have a personnel problem. I mean, how long, Pickle, how long have we been calling for Cade Mays to be our starting center over Austin Corbett? Before the season started.
Yes.
Look, so it's not just a Bryce Young problem. It's multiple problems. I completely agree with that. And that's what I think the main problem for me is right now is that the fact that we don't just have a simple problem with this team. We have multiple aspects.
It's systemic problems.
It's a bigger problem than we believe.
Jake, let me ask you this question, Jake.
Go ahead,
could it be that this Carolina Panthers team, when I say the team, I'm talking about the coaches, they don't know how to evaluate talent. Because when Canales got here, you saw what he did with both preseasons. But when somebody remind me, when last year we cut a wide receiver, his name was
Jalen Coker.
Was who?
Yeah, Jalen Coker.
Coker, and he turned out to be one of the best wide receivers. And this year we cut.
We're missing him right now, Twan. We're missing him. We're missing him right now.
who's looking like the best wide receiver on the team.
How about this?
No, he's not the best wide receiver on the team.
But hey, how about
He's
this
You don't
though?
know how to evaluate talent.
Wait, listen up. Say what you want about Renfro. Right now, he is the only wide receiver on the team with a touchdown to his name.
Yeah, 2 of them.
No,
listen,
I agree. Renfro's cool.
Cody, what I'm saying is he should have never been cut.
Right?
No,
Baker should have never been.
I completely
cut.
agree.
Anthony, Pickle, then Anthony, and then I'm going to introduce someone.
That's because it boils down to me experience. An experienced coach or coordinators could handle the situation and say, I don't like this option, but I've got to pick the best guy to do this. Canales doesn't do that. I have no doubt in my mind that Dan does the coding because Canales
He does it on pay rate.
But because he just can't now again, and y'all can tell me special teams all you want to, and I tell you, shut the hell up. David Moore does nothing for this offense and shouldn't be on this fucking team.
Ooh.
I don't know about that.
Now, hey, if
He's
he
better
does
than he's better than Anthony Legette.
Can't agree with you on that one, buddy.
I've got a response. Where the hell is he at?
Shouldn't be on the bench. He shouldn't be on the bench.
But here's the thing.
Where's he at?
Here's the
Go
thing.
ahead,
Let
Anthony.
me say this now. Jake brought it up beautifully. We have systemic issues. This goes back to what I was talking about with the playbook. Why aren't we running plays, formation, personnel that worked last year? How did Canales not see that our offense took off when Cade was the center? How does Canales not see that David Moore was one of the more reliable guys for Bryce Young last year? Are we forcing guys because he drafted Anthony Legette? Is that why he's playing?
Yes.
Because where's the same energy for the quarterback we benched last year? If I was the head coach, Anthony Extra Lotion Legette would not be playing right now. He would be benched.
Damn.
I knew that about him. Oh,
God, fucking, you got out here running fucking jet streams.
Hey,
they don't even know how to use them anymore.
Hey, real quick. By the way, if I rotate you out, don't go nowhere. It's just so I can get some more people in on the discussion. Matt, stay where you are, brother. Let me welcome in my bro.
Cody, if you want to rotate me out, man, I'll still be here.
I was about to say,
you're not going anywhere.
No, but you're good for right now. Let me welcome someone in real quick. Alex, A14 Panthers. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Cody? What's going on, guys?
What's up, brother, man? Hey, man, tell me about this matchup with the Falcons. What do the Panthers need to do on offense to get going early and actually be able to overcome the Falcons?
Yeah, right. I was listening to you guys. I mean, a lot of it is obvious. Don't turn the ball over. I mean, if we didn't turn the ball over the first minute and a half, it's a different ball game in that Cardinals game. Same thing goes with the Jacksonville game. We've been losing a lot of games off of turning the ball over. I mean, that's for one. If you turn the ball over, if you turn the ball over multiple times, I mean, most of the time you're not winning. If you look at statistics, just fuck the statistics. Look at the turnovers. And if we have more turnovers than the other team, most of the time you're gonna lose the game. So it's like that's a big one. Obviously, we need to run the ball. And I know Canales, like he preached running the football, and he doesn't do it. Which definitely could be frustrating at times for sure. But at the same time, it's tough. And I know Twan brought it up. When you're down 10-0, sometimes that's where the experience of coaching comes in. You still should run the football. Like, just because you're down 7-0 or 14-0 early, you still got to run the football, man. So it's like, it could be frustrating, but there's still a lot of season guys. Like, I still truly believe that we can turn this around. Honestly, I really do. And it starts Sunday in a division matchup.
And listen, I'm happy that Alex brought that up, because some of us have been told that, we're being bad fans for already giving up on this team. And you know what? Maybe we are. So that's why I am going to present these questions as not, do you believe in Bryce being the future, or do you believe that Canales needs to be fired? No, my question is simple. What do the Carolina Panthers need to do this Sunday to beat the Atlanta Falcons? Let me go to JJ. JJ, how much does it matter that AJ Terrel is not playing against the Panthers this Sunday?
Well, it matters a lot. It matters a lot. He's their travel man-to-man corner. We got a new rookie up in here who's the best player on the offense. He's going to have to carry the offense. He's basically who the offense runs through. We got throw first offense, even though we're advertised they run first, and he's our best option. I do want to say real quick, Cody, I wanted to say something off of what Jake was saying earlier.
Yeah, go ahead.
About like how Bryce wasn't the problem. It's like, yeah, we got a bunch of problems, and Bryce isn't the whole problem, but that's kind of the problem. Bryce isn't the answer, and that's why we traded up 2 first to get him. That's why you draft him #1 overall. That's why you have a quarterback in the first place. Everybody else looks around, and when there's problems, it's the quarterback's job to save it, and he's just like, let's keep it a stack. He's not, and we don't trust him to, like we just said, with the passing attempt. So I'm just like,
I agree.
we always blame Dave Canales for this team looking real uninspired. But can y'all really tell me anything more uninspiring for a bunch of NFL players than having to go out there for war and your quarterback 5'8", bro, with the smile on his face? Like knowing he really not on shit for real. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a problem that we have here. But yeah, when it comes to Falcons this Sunday, we got to throw all over. Bryce Young got to outperform Penix like he did last year. And that's our best way to get the dub this weekend. Oh,
Yes,
and this
sir.
home opener.
Yeah. Who else wants to jump in on this?
Oh, I'll jump in. In my opinion, they need to run the football.
Yeah.
They need to run the football and run the football. And I'll be honest with you, Bryce
And run
doesn't
some
need
more.
to throw it unless he has to. And when he does, they need to do more rollouts. They need to do this plays that
Yes.
Bryce was good at doing last
More
year.
bootlegs.
Okay. And we just flat out not doing that. But I got a question, if you don't mind, Cody, and anybody can answer this. Do you trust this staff, this current staff as it is, to take a rookie quarterback under the current play calling and develop him into a starter?
Negative.
Not really. No.
I don't.
No shot.
No, yeah, I don't.
Especially knowing from this class. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's the thing about this class, though, is we truly don't know what kind of class it is yet because there's so many quarterbacks that we think is going to be stars.
yeah,
they still got to call for another year.
Yeah, there were 5. I read
Carson
that there were
Beck.
5 teams that wanted Aguilar. Pennsylvania.
I'm telling y'all. We had this and I agree with JJ. I just hopped back on. Bryce isn't the answer, 100%. And my thing with Bryce is like we just don't know what Bryce we're gonna get. But Cody, y'all had a great discussion on the panel about what assuming this season continues, what we do after. And dude, personally, I think we're in the category of we're gonna try to get a guy that needs a new change of scenery. Whether that's like, I hate saying this guy's name, but yeah, whether it's a Trevor Lawrence or if they're new coach, like
look at Cody.
Somebody
save that clip.
It has David Pepper written all over it, bro. I swear it does. It does.
Hey man, shout out to JDS TV with the 199. Says hate us being predictable, running on.
Like
first
Cody had a bunch of
downs.
extra lotion just then.
You know, one thing can I say is
yeah, go ahead, Evan.
This dude
one thing I
refuses
will
to play
say
action on first down, bro.
is and
ooh, we got Evan.
keep
What's
in
up,
mind, Anthony was a Bryce Young truther when he was coming into the draft, and he's now changing his mind.
Yeah,
there are some people who still haven't, but he was a Bryce Young truther, and he's changed his mind.
I will say this real quick though. Stroud is
I'm just a realist too. I'm not gonna sit here.
No.
I'm a realist.
And let me say one thing.
And I'm not saying you're like.
Yeah, and by the way, you know what? People are allowed to change their mind.
Yeah.
Based on what they're seeing. Like, you know, hey, how about this? I kind of agreed with Steve Smith on his original evaluation of Terrel and McMillan. I fucking don't know more. I don't know more. Tedderella is a fucking beast.
That man's a monster. I'm telling you.
Yes,
There was only one wide receiver. There was only one wide receiver I wanted over Nalo.
Hey, Cody, that was called
and
jealousy, man.
JJ knows
That's
who
what
I'm
that
talking
was.
about too.
Uh,
JJ already knows.
Guys, if the season goes bad, I at least hope he can win the offensive rookie of the year because he's. I mean,
I think he
his
will.
pace up
Well,
and
as
down,
of
I think
right,
he will.
Anthony, as of right now, he is on track to break the passing yard record held by Kelvin Benjamin as a rookie.
His new name is Roy.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I think
a lot of
break
this,
yards for sure.
a lot of the.
Yard.
Go ahead, Alex.
I was gonna say a lot of. I mean, honestly, the organization itself, like to me, is what the problem is. I mean, I know you can't get rid of David Tepper, but ever since he's been there, it's been bad. Everything. Whether it's the coaching, whether it's the quarterback, and these guys all leave. I mean, look at Sam Darnold, look at Baker Mayfield. They're all playing better. Even the guy that Liam Cohn. I mean, he's coaching better than Canales. So
Brian Burns went to a
Burns.
franchise. Brian Burns went to another franchise where their players leave and get better because they're a dysfunctional franchise, and even Brian Burns got better.
He got 3 sacks, Cody.
Yeah,
What you gonna say
I
now,
know.
Cody? He got 3 fucking sacks. What you gonna say now, Cody?
He better tag Dexter Lawrence.
Daniel Jones left got better. Their
Let me
safety
defend
left
Cody.
got better.
even
mean he
Shaq
on pace
Thompson
for 30.
resurrected last. Shaq Thompson
I want to defend
resurrected.
Cody.
Come on.
Now go ahead, Anthony.
Let me defend him because I was another guy, and I was
Who shit
getting
on
shit on.
Burns?
No, I still don't care about
Oh,
that.
Bryce.
What I'm saying here is
I'm glad we
no,
traded Brian.
I was a huge
Man.
Baker
We should have
defender.
got more.
I'm glad
Let
you
him
voted
finish.
for him.
Let him finish.
I was a huge Baker defender, and right when he left, he was great. Alex is spot on. David Tepper, like the process of getting a franchise quarterback is cool, but when you pair him with a head coach that doesn't want him, it's like, what are we doing? So like that's a lot of the decisions just don't make sense, and that's why you see these players leave and go be great other places because those other teams are built. They have an identity. They know what type of players they want to bring in. And we just haven't seen that yet. So it's like, again, why are we bringing in Canales when he doesn't like Bryce? Like, it just doesn't. And maybe that's because no one likes Bryce. I don't know. But it's just.
Well, you got to fill the position there.
It was the best he could get.
Unfortunately.
I heard the other day.
Yeah,
No,
pickles and
I read it on Twitter a couple days ago. Let's be honest. Was Dave Canales the only guy willing to take the job?
Yep.
And not get that quarterback.
There's a good shot.
I mean, it's just, I pointed out the other day. If you're a head coach, an experienced or even not, but you're a head coach, what Ben Johnson went to Chicago? What did he get to do? He got to pick his own staff, and he got to do
He'll
the things
eventually
he
be
wants
picking
to
his own
do.
quarterback,
He
too.
don't have anybody standing over his head telling him what he needs to do.
Right.
But Pickle,
And in Carolina, Matt Rule was the last head coach that got to pick his own staff.
Let me get popping. Let me get popping in. Go ahead, popping.
Just to kind of push the conversation back towards the game.
Yeah.
I think the best concept or one concept that I would definitely throw out there, I would go with a 2 tight end set. You want to get this running game going?
Yes.
Put the tight ends out there. You know, you got some big wide receivers that can help.
Guess
block.
what else Canales don't use?
What? He was using Jatavion Sanders last week and the week
He
before.
don't use a tight end like that.
Nah, that was Bryce using them.
Well, hold on. Wait. Let me defend that, though. There was also some drops by Jatavion Sanders.
He been dropping
and those, but they were open. And when we were going to the tight ends, it was effective and they were getting open.
It don't mean you stop going to him because you drop
we even had a
He did make up for it later on.
Right. We even had a Mitchell Evans sighting too.
Yeah, Mitchell Evans would have. Yeah, he had
I don't think that's what Pop's talking about. using one tight end to catch a ball. In a two
Yeah,
tight
yeah.
end set, one predominantly blocks in the
Yeah.
running game. I'll be honest with you. I liked Jatavian Sanders. He lined up in the slot some last year. But if I'm going to go with the two tight end set that I'm planning to run out of, Jatavian Sanders is not on the field as a tight end.
He's not a blocking
He's on
tight
the
end.
bench
Because he's
You
not
put
a blocking
James-
tight end.
Well,
So
I
let
put
me-
James
Payton-
Mitchell and Tommy Tremble for blocking.
But let me read
Exactly.
this. Let me read this, and then I'm gonna let Pop finish. So Cheshire Cat says, "What happened to Jimmy Horn Jr.?" That's a damn good
They won't
question.
start him.
Cheshire.
He's inactive.
That's
Yeah,
so
they won't even
stupid to
activate
me.
him.
And
That's
I'm
so
assuming-
fucking dumb to me, bro.
I'm
Why
not- I
would
mean-
you have a young
You know-
speedster on the team at the end of the game? You're trying to throw the ball downfield, and you don't have your fastest fucking receiver.
And I can add on that with another rookie.
That's
I
the
can
dumbest
I
shit
go
in
with
the world to
Lathan
me.
Ransom. There's no reason Lathan Ransom should not be over Nick
Right.
Scott right now. I don't give a damn what
Right.
anybody says.
100%.
Canales
also.
Wait, but hold
Also,
up. Wait. I told Pop that he could finish. Go ahead, Pop.
Did we draft a new head
Yeah.
coach, by the way? He should start over Canales too.
Yeah. Go ahead, Pop.
This is a Category 5 game, guys. Category 5.
Yeah.
I don't know what the youth pastor QB is going to do. But the best thing you can do with getting these backup guys up in there is to add more protection on the line. Give him more protection on the line. So that's why I said the two tight end set. You can do a Tommy Tremble and a Mitchell Evans if you want to run the ball. But you can also do with Jatavion Sanders, because I think he's earned the time, and a Mitchell Evans. That way you can still have one drop off, go out into the seam, and be open in the middle of the field. Or he can also, and you can have the Mitchell Evans there to block as well for the running game. So they really don't know what you're going to do. They don't know if you're going to spread that tight end out.
Right.
They don't know if you're going to run the ball. I mean, or you could do play action. There's so many setups you can do with it going to a two tight end set. Because the thing is that Atlanta is going to blitz the hell out of Bryce. And what we've seen this year so far, he hasn't looked that great against a blitz or when a player comes out unblocked. He won't get down. He won't slide. He won't take the sack. So what do you have to do? You have to put more bodies around him
he
to
gonna
plug
slide.
up holes. The Jimmy Horn thing, I don't know if they're trying to. I don't know if he's injured, and they're not saying nothing because we have known to put him to hide a person who's injured. I don't know if he's not getting a playbook, or I don't know if they're just trying to preserve him for later in case of injury. It doesn't make sense to me. Me personally, and there's no shot to you, Cody, I feel like he should have got a shot before Hunter Renfrow, just because he wasn't cut. I feel like he earned the chance to be the starter, be a backup.
I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that.
Wait.
We needed that next level breakaway speed on this team to take this offense up another level.
What do you mean by earn? What do you mean by earn? I'm just curious.
So think about it. Did Jimmy Horn
He's a
get
rookie.
cut?
Never earned nothing yet.
Oh, hold on. You're not listening to me. You're talking to me. You're not listening. Did Jimmy Horn get cut?
No.
Did you? No.
Did Hunter Renfrow get cut?
Yes.
So that means he made the team.
He got a
That
point
means
with that. Yeah, he got a point.
He
with
does.
that.
He does.
That's the next person up.
Yeah, Renfrow. Horn didn't get cut.
I do think that had a head coaching decision too because he didn't think he was healthy enough.
Hey, y'all cover me. Hey, y'all cover me.
That goes back. That goes back to the question. There's a difference between who runs the players' depth chart and who actually cuts the players. Because maybe Canales didn't have a say in who got cut and who didn't. And I mean, I don't know. I'm not surprised. I was never surprised at Jimmy. I was always the odd man out, telling everybody I didn't think Jimmy Horn was going to be active till middle of the year, and everybody laughed at me and just kind of ignored me. But I've always been on that train. Most 6th-round picks, unless they look beautiful and excellent in real preseason games, aren't active early.
One of the things I wanted to say about the run game, Cody, was this. Canales is going to show his cards after this game, and he's really going to be in the fucking heat. And he's not going to be able to go to that podium and blame everybody else except himself if he doesn't run the ball in this game. Because, like, Pop got to it before I could. Because the way they just fucking blitz the Vikings, you have to run the ball to stop the blitz somewhat, right? Because if you planning on Bryce throwing the ball a whole lot, they might hurt this kid in this next game, bro. Because they was going after McCartney, bro. Damn, sometimes I didn't think he was going to get up.
That's what got him hurt.
We can't block a blitz. We can't.
So listen, and then you see how our offensive line looks so far, and now we missing people too. He has to run the ball a lot, because if he doesn't, he is going to put Bryce out there to get them there killed. And then you can't go to the podium and say, well, Bryce making mistakes and the turnovers, because, Canales won't say what he's not doing. He won't say, I got to make better calls. I got to call better plays. He going to expose himself in this next game, bro, because you think Atlanta not going to send that blitz every time with him back there?
I hope Derek Brown was one-on-one with Chandler Zavala, man. In practice, I hope Derek Brown was all over him, because
I don't know about y'all, but Zavala scares me, bro.
Yeah, he does me too. If I just brought it up to one,
hey man, let me.
Hey,
wait, I want to ask a question. I'm gonna go to Cole first. I haven't heard from him in a minute, but it involves one of his NC State boys. So now that we're minus Austin Corbett, we're minus Robert Hunt, and that's a big blow, bro. But how do we feel, Cole? Can Chandler Zavala hold up against this Falcons defensive line at the right guard position?
Don't be delusional, bro.
I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to fucking pancake everybody, but I have to believe that he's going to be serviceable. You have
He
to
gonna get his ass ran over. Cole ain't
No,
gonna
listen to me, Juan. Listen, y'all let me answer the fucking question. Listen to me.
Let him finish.
Listen to me. Exactly. Thank you. What you do is you run the fucking football, Jacob, to the other Wolfpack lineman and Icky. You have to run his fucking ass to death this game and hope that he can run block, because you are not going up the middle of Atlanta. That shit.
The left side is strong side now.
Atlanta's 30th on the run.
And don't put Jatavian Sanders
That's what I'm saying.
and say, okay, you get to help him run block.
No, put Tommy out there.
Yeah, that's dumb as hell. Don't run a stretch to Jatavion side, Cody.
But I agree with what Cole just said. That they got to run the left side. Damian Lewis, like truthfully now, Damian Lewis and Icky, that combination is stronger than the right side now with Moton and Zavala. It just is. That's just facts.
Hey, bro.
Alex,
Moton not looking good this year, bro.
Wait, Alex, did you say that the Falcons defense is 30th against the run?
Yes,
Alex, I don't know if you're in here.
They are.
Oh,
yeah,
Cody, I noticed that Damian's doing the calls now. Who's doing the calls?
I heard what you said. I agree with that. But if I bring that up, I'm called a hater, because I'm always a hater.
No, let me ask you. No, you're not.
No, Zavala just stinks.
Yeah, he just stinks.
Y'all didn't hear what Twan said.
Damn.
No, Twan
You
said,
didn't hear-
listen, when he said about the Jatavion Sanders part, I 100% agree, because it feels like Canales is just spinning.
Nah, I was talking about the right tackle.
You talking about Moton?
They didn't hear you.
I heard him. No, I heard him. He definitely said Moton.
Hey, man, I think we just went to war for him. He is not looking good.
Hey, man, let me read this real quick.
He's looking old, bro.
JDS TV with the $4.99 C3 bomb says y'all not understanding that the Arizona game was a blessing in disguise. Arizona prepared us for the blitz. You will see a better counter.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Go ahead, Pop.
I know Cody gonna agree with me. Just like I said about the Jimmy Horn situation. Why is Brady Christensen not starting over Zavala?
Exactly.
What are we doing?
This ain't no what the fuck.
He's literally the MacGyver on the offensive line. He plays everywhere.
Hey, Pickles said it though. Pickles been saying it. The only way that Brady Christensen is going to be a starter for this offense is he's not going to be on this team. He legit has to go to another team in order for him to be a starting right guard, right tackle, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard so many people ask that question. Nobody has an answer for that question. And
this team has no
It's
idea
it's
what
because
they're
our
doing,
coaches.
bro.
It's because our coaches don't put the best
They
personnel on the football
making
field.
shit harder on themselves.
Stupid.
Right.
You're stupid. That's the point, Juan.
Film last year of K Days and the offense take off and he doesn't start.
Hey,
And
Anthony.
a part of that
Anthony,
is
check this
because they
out.
don't have an idea in mind to execute, and that's why they have no real
Like we
idea
just
as to
don't,
who's
bro.
the
We don't
best.
have real
Bryce
coaches,
Young.
bro. We just
Because
don't.
they don't know what they're doing.
Facts.
Check
Bryce
this out,
Young's
man.
best games was with K Days at center.
If they ask Canales, why are you not playing Christensen?
That's a fact, Jake.
He's just gonna get up there and say some bullshit.
He's gonna say, I quote what he says. We love Brady Christensen, and he's our best guy that we can use in all
But we ain't playing him. But we ain't
that
playing
is so damn valuable. Well, okay, he wouldn't say damn, but that is so
A whole lot
valuable
of Brady
for us
Christensen
to use
stands
him
up here,
at
boy.
all 5
Lord.
positions. In other words, he's the excellent backup at all 5 positions.
Hey, man. Hey,
and
look.
he damn sure can't start
Hey,
at all
just-
5.
I hate that. I have been one of the longest defenders of Brady, and they
we
just
know.
refuse to give that man a chance.
Hey,
I
look,
don't
whatever-
for
whatever-
the life of me understand it.
Whatever weeks it takes, y'all just say, Twan, you know what? Since last year, you was right about Canales, bro.
No,
that
listen,
motherfucker
Twan, I'm
has
right
no idea.
I'm ready to
Twan,
say
you've
it
been
now.
preaching everything I've been saying, bro. I said this during the offseason. Like, we don't have any real coach. That's what this team feels like. Like, we're like a Pop Warner team. With
We
no
don't have
culture.
leadership at
Like-
all.
Like you, it's not even the offense too. The defensive side, you have guys starting that should be on NFL rosters. Like it's that bad. No,
Talking
like
about
Jake,
unit
you're
slap.
laughing.
No,
This
no,
guy-
you're not. I'm laughing because it's that bad. I agree.
Yeah, like Christian
it's really
Rose,
that bad.
bro. Like Trevin Wallace is lost. Like
Nick Scott,
Nick Scott, bro.
horrible.
Like, and then we got Chandler Zavala, bro. Remember, I think Fitter only drafted him because he was friends with Icky, bro. Like we just, bro. There's
Then
we got
Legette.
In the history,
yeah, and Legette, bro. Anthony Legette, bro. I don't know how he was a first round pick. Like
I don't think we've ever had a middle linebacker class or room, I should say. A middle linebacker just bad. In a history, I don't think it's ever been that bad.
This, and it's not
Y'all
defending.
gonna make my blood boil.
It's not defending
Don't let
Wallace.
that team do it
But-
to you.
Y'all
bro.
remember when we had?
Nah, it's just that linebacker
funny.
shit, Twine. Sorry, Pickle.
Trevette
It's
Wallace
horrible.
said in
It's
preseason,
bad, bro.
when he needs veteran advice, he has to call up Shaq Thompson, who's currently playing as a backup for the Bills, to get veteran advice on how to run for the fucking Carolina Panthers. You know your linebacker room is dog shit when that happens.
Hey, I just want to say I was one of them guys that wanted to keep Shaq Thompson real quick.
I didn't want to keep
I was one of them guys. Just say I
Well,
thought
let me tell you what, I didn't
You'd
want
be
to keep
better
him
off.
before,
I didn't want to keep his
but
ass.
now I
Ain't
fucking miss him. I'll tell you that much.
But right about
Hey,
now,
hey,
you
let me,
know
hey,
we- you
real
know
quick,
we
let me
missed?
read this out. JD gets to you with another $5 love bomb. Says
Hell yeah,
we have
JD.
yet to see our true game plan because we have been spotting teams 10 to 13 points off of turnovers. Preach. Just protect the damn ball so we can run off instinct.
Our offense.
Well, I tell you
That's
what, one of the
Or
ways,
our offense, yeah.
one of the best ways to protect the football is actually line up offensive linemen that can actually play offensive line. Not a guy who can play, who 4 or 5 years ago was a good right guard, but golly geez, I'm going to move him to center and see if he'll work. He's going to rip his knee out 2 or 3 times, but I'm going to bet on him playing center.
Hey.
Hell fucking low. That's why you fumbled the first game.
Not
Cody.
turning the ball.
But
Yeah,
this
I'm
is-
about that. Wow, Pickle,
this
really quick. I
correlates
need
a
to tell you
lot
this. The
with-
left guard. Who was our left guard? Because he was the one that was doing the calls at the end of the game.
I don't know
He
who
did
that
a
is.
much better
Lewis?
job
Hey,
than
Damian
Cody
Lewis.
was getting
Damian
LSU.
Lewis.
that, and we were snapping the ball a lot
LSU.
faster.
Right.
It made a big difference if y'all noticed it or not.
Hey,
listen,
so
I will be fair. I'm not saying Cade Mays is the best center that we could have had, but he's probably the best on this
On the roster for sure.
It's really crazy. It's really crazy. This coaching staff decides we're gonna start us to
for another team, and Zach Frazier should be the starting center of the Carolina Panthers, not the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I agree.
So here's another clusterfuck with Canales. So have you guys ever seen our percentage of the offensive line when they're run blocking versus pass blocking?
I think we passed 68%.
They're out of the They're out of this world with their run blocking because that's what Icky and all the motherfuckers do best.
Yep.
They're
You're right,
the worst. They're one of the worst lines at pass blocking. But this motherfucker, he got them in pass blocking all game. They're tired.
Like he's just not intelligent, bro. When it comes to
Canales is awful.
Like,
so let me ask y'all this:
But
if we get
that's the
if we
other
get
thing I was
blowed
trying to
out,
get at earlier was that like we don't have we should be running the ball, controlling time of possession, leaving the defense off the field because we don't have the best defense. And our head coach isn't working to that strength. But that's the problem when you don't have a quarterback that can bail you out of that as well. Like your quarterback just got to be able to sustain them drives too.
He don't have that. Hey, to add on to what JJ just said, though, he don't have that it factor, JJ. That's all it is.
Oh, Bryce Young don't got that if factor?
No, Bryce Young don't have an it factor. He don't.
Or was you talking about Canales?
They both don't have an it factor if you ask.
Oh, you saw yeah.
Bryce don't
have that it factor.
I agree.
I agree, Pickle.
Execute these drives.
Like last
Whether
night,
that's
hold up,
Bryce
real
getting
quick,
better or just a better player.
Last night, Mike McDaniel was dialing up some great plays, but Tua just doesn't have it. Like with us, I don't see great plays. I just see both of them just don't have it.
Hold on. Let me
I
go to
agree,
Pop.
man.
Dave Canales is
Hold on. Let me go to Pop. Pop is gonna say something. Go ahead, Pop.
Well, two things. I know a lot of y'all can't stand Xavier Legette no more. I still got faith in him. I think you cannot see the potential.
Trash.
And excel with a quarterback with a noodle dick arm. I think you can't see the best out of Canales and what he could
Fucking
possibly
receiver
turn into.
with no brains.
Not saying he's okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Pop.
Excel's got
now he's an idiot. Okay. I think you cannot. I think you can't see the best of Canales' potential because of his quarterback with a noodle dick arm. And if we get blown out this game, do y'all believe heads will roll?
I mean, a blowout.
Heads are rolling anyways.
I believe somebody will be fired. I agree with Ant. Will be fired.
Say it again,
Pickle.
Go ahead, Pickle.
Oh, let Pickle. Hey, say it again, Pickle.
I believe if we lose badly or if we lose, period, somebody's getting fired. Somebody's getting fired.
Dude, I don't think it's gonna be Evero. I don't think
it may not be. It may not be. But Pop, I agree. And one thing I'm going to say, you can't really judge any offensive person on this roster that including Xavier Legette because you suck at quarterback, you suck at offensive line, your offensive coordinators dog water dog shit, and the head coach, would probably be a better water boy than head coach.
Hey, that's how you know.
And he'd probably fumble the water.
You know what name we ain't talked about?
But that's how you know T-Mac's a superstar, though.
There's no question.
We're sitting here talking about the play caller, head coach, quarterback.
T-Mac. But let me tell you
what,
folks.
Receiver still had 100 yards.
I heard people Calvin Benjamin's rookie year. People were on their knees worshiping the ground. That man walked
but bro,
hey, I'm not giving them reps to Excel no more. I'm giving them reps to Baby Gronk. Baby Gronk.
Get no excuses.
I really.
That's because Calvin Benjamin was the shit.
Hold on. You can find it on Twitter. Please go look at every pass that was thrown at Xavier Legette. None of them shits were catchable.
Right.
And you're gonna sit here and blame him? Oh, he's an idiot.
Pop, even when the ball is thrown to him perfectly, he can't catch it.
Stop. Hold on, stop.
Even when the ball is thrown to him perfectly, he can't catch it.
One at a time. One at a time.
I know you hate.
We saw him pass the football directly.
It's a free for all, baby. One at a time. Go to JJ and then Pop.
Nah, because that's so dumb, bro. Last year we saw Bryce Young pass the ball.
We're not talking about last year. We're talking about this year.
No. We're talking about you as a player.
Why the fuck you want to go back to a ragged ass last year?
Because we
because he's on pace.
Hit that shit again, Cody. Hit it again.
He's on pace for 68 yards, bro.
Exactly. You want to talk about the 2 games this year?
The conversation.
You want to talk about the -2 games from this Sunday?
Not running the same that he ran for Bryce last year was a year
you just blamed his
Baby
quarterback.
Gronk.
Last year we saw
Baby
multiple
Gronk
times
is
it wasn't the quarterback.
Anthony Legette.
Let me ask the question. Hold up. Is Dave Canales hypocritical? Hold on. Let me ask this. Is Dave Canales a hypocrite for benching Bryce Young after 2 games, but not doing the same thing?
Hell yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Hell yeah, he is.
Probably.
No, he's not.
That's his player. That's why Jimmy Horn ain't on the field. It's because he's lotion.
Put Horn in the game, bro.
Bryce is his name. Baby Gronk is his nickname.
Okay,
Cody.
I don't understand how you're gonna blame Bryce.
Hold on.
How does it look? Let me hear Pop.
Cody.
Let me hear Pop, and then I'm
you
gonna
got
let
a wide receiver who runs a 4.3, who's 6'2", 225 pounds, and you put him in a wide receiver screen.
Who's that on?
Runaround. Hold on.
That's on the coach.
That's not on Bryce.
Thank you, Twan, for telling me that's on the coach. Because you're not putting him in good situations.
What is Legette doing on the screen?
Listen.
You act like Legette is just busy on the screen. Legette isn't good at anything, bro. He's not good at running routes. He's not good at creating. He's not good with his body control and contact, absorbing contact. It's like nothing. He can't put a move on a defender. He can't catch the ball over somebody. He can't even catch an open pass inbounds on the sideline. Like it's like
he went
you
to
acting
South
like he
Carolina.
got some to his game.
He did that one time. Oh my God! So every time you fucked up one time doing something,
we saw him have the ball in his hands, and somehow the defender got a pick.
Listen.
The quarterback threw the ball in his hands.
Batman.
Riddle. I don't got to riddle you nothing. I'm not the Riddler, bro. I'm talking about how the receiver sucks,
Well, you got all the
bro.
answers. You got all the
Let him
answers.
Bro, but
finish.
you're
Let him
telling back
finish.
though. JJ's telling back.
Listen.
We're sitting up here bringing up.
Bro, let Pop finish his point, and now I'll make sure everyone gets heard. Go ahead, Pop.
8 passes, 0 drops.
Clear the courtroom.
How does that happen, Cody? How do you have 8 targets, 0 drops, -2 yards?
Because your quarterback got you the ball, but you couldn't make a play.
It's bad play call.
What the fuck?
And but not all of the balls.
Wait.
Cody,
But not all of the balls that were thrown to Xavier Legette were very good passes.
That wasn't. Hey, Cody, what did I keep saying?
Hey, Cody.
My last point. And y'all can rip me all y'all want to. Pause. You got Hunter Renfrow going on 50-50 route balls, but you got a 6'2" wide receiver. That's his type of route. That's what you.
We knew this.
But hold on. But if he would have threw that ball to Legette, you would have a better chance of him catching a 50-50 ball compared to somebody who's 5'10".
You actually have a better chance of the defender taking it from his hands for an interception.
Hey, he did have some overthrows.
We literally saw that, bro. What are you talking about?
Okay, Bryce is the best. Bryce always put the ball on the money. Is always in the bucket.
Renfrow got better hands.
Yeah.
He put it on the money to T-Mac for 100 yards.
That's not the point.
Rookie, his replacement got 100 yards, bro.
I will say that. Hey,
listen up. I'm gonna go to Anthony, but I have every Xavier Legette. Every Xavier Legette target is up on the screen.
Yeah. Hey, look,
right, let me say it. Hold on.
I'm proud of Pickle because he ain't been a part of none of these rock drops.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
I got something to say, but
hold on. Cody said I could go.
That was a duck.
Yeah, go ahead, Anthony. I'm gonna spread it around. Go ahead.
Okay, what JJ is saying is like.
No, pause it, Cody. I want them to see.
Hold on, bro.
Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead.
The dude had less than 500 yards last year, so you were already coming off a season where he didn't really show you much. And there were clips where he would drop the ball was in his hands, he just got it taken from him. Because the truth is, he doesn't play like his size. He's not angry when he gets the ball. All the things we were advertised he was good at, he's not good at. And like I went back and watched some South Carolina film, and I agree, they're not doing the things that make sense for his type of build. But the sad reality is they don't know what to do with him because he's just not good at stuff, guys. That's the sad reality. Like, all I was trying to say was You saw T-Mac with 100 yards. You saw Renfro with 7 catches. You saw JT with 7 catches. You saw Tremaine with 3 catches. Like, Bryce can clearly get everyone else the ball, but not Legette. It's starting to me to seem like this is a Legette issue, bro. It's not hard to figure out.
That's why all Pop can bring up is his measurables and not what he's good at on the football
Andy
field.
Dalton showing up. I will say. Hold on. Andy Dalton was able to find him a lot last year.
No, he didn't. He found him against the Bengals defense, bro.
Come on, some of you guys did not like the Xavier Legette pick, and no matter what he does, you will always hate him for that.
No, he's not good.
And by the way,
that's not true. Anthony, have I not tried to give Xavier Legette grace all
I
offseason?
did. I gave him grace all offseason, bro.
We tried to give him grace all offseason.
One year, hold on. Y'all sat here on Bryce Young nuts for 2 years.
No, I didn't. I didn't, bro. Hey, listen.
I'm hypocritical.
Bryce Young had a ferocious first year.
Y'all make me do it. Hold on, though. Are y'all going to tell me that this pass that you're about to see to Xavier Legette isn't a terrible ball?
It's on Bryce. That's what I was just about to say. You're not going to tell me that all these passes.
Xavier Legette should jump to the ground and what?
Hey, a play could have been made. I'm not gonna lie.
And the only thing I will say, look, we all watched that game. We all watched that game. We can go back and watch the film.
Most of these passes, a play could have been made.
No,
but Bryce Young did have some other throws.
Hey, let me say this.
Hey guys, can I say this very soon?
Yeah. Wait.
Hold on, I gotta defend myself.
Wait. Hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let Jake and then Twan, and then I'll open it back up. Go ahead, Jake.
No, I'm good. I'm done.
Nah, bro, I gotta defend myself because people calling me hypocrites and shit, bro.
I'm gonna say quick, and then you can go.
Hey, who called you a hypocrite?
Wait. We're gonna go Twan, and then I want to say something. Right,
bro,
Twan.
what? I gotta talk, brother. What you talking about?
I will let you talk. I want to say something after Twan.
Real quick. It's not just Legette. It's not just Bryce. It's not just Canales. It's all 3 of those motherfuckers. Don't pick one. It's all 3 of them.
True.
Yes,
that's true.
Yes.
It's like I know people want to pick one person or the other.
There's enough blame to go around.
Bryce is struggling with his throws. Legette can't catch shit, and Canales don't know what calls the call for that man. It's all 3 of them, all of them.
Twan,
they really might need to break this shit up. It's a bad marriage, bro.
Twan, I'm giving you a round of applause, brother. There is enough blame to go around. Y'all cannot look at this film and tell me that all of the balls that Bryce threw were great balls. You cannot tell me that all of the play calls were great. And you cannot tell me that Xavier ran the best routes on all of these passes. There is enough blame for everyone. What I will say is this. It is too young to call Xavier Legette an outright bust. If you don't believe in him, that's fine. But there is enough room and enough game left in front of him to show some improvement. There just is.
Okay, let me say this now. First off, some of y'all didn't have that energy for Mingo last year. We were saying this is about the same time. Here's what I gotta say. For the people calling some of like the Bryce Glazers, bro, I've been real about and mostly everything I've said about Bryce Young. When he's had a bad game, I've owned it. When he's had a good game, I've said it. I sat up here 2 weeks in a row now saying it's time to move on from this dude. It's not working. I was sitting here last year after 2 games stating the obvious because I'm not delusional like someone who wouldn't come on the show today because he's too afraid of the reality. But no, I'm not a hypocrite, bro. Every player I've ever loved, every player I've ever loved, every player I've ever loved, hated, I've kept it a buck. If Xavier Legette was a great player, I would be sitting here saying, hey, Xavier Legette's proving me wrong. But y'all got to stop with this hypocritical shit, bro. Because I feel like we've all done
let me explain why I said. Let me explain.
Hold on, let me explain it personally, though.
Hold on. It's not personal. I'm not trying to attack you like that. What I'm trying to say is, because I heard several of y'all was really riding for Bryce. Really riding. And I watched 2 years of y'all giving him a fucking chance. And this guy has played one season, 2 games, and y'all have already gave him a fucking bust. When you knew exactly when they drafted him, the reason why they drafted him, and why they did it when they did it, because they knew they were going to have to develop him. So I don't know why you had this expectation in your head like he was supposed to be a GOAT. You knew
Gotta
that.
go.
You knew
I
he.
just
Hold
want
on. You knew that he only played 1 year of full season in college. You knew he had that 13
But
years.
why the
You
fuck
knew
did
that
they
you
bring
knew.
him?
But at the same time, hold on. They said that he was the most ready. They said that he was the most.
Hold on.
Keon Coleman didn't need no fucking.
I don't give a fuck about Keon Coleman. Do not throw salt on this. Do not throw salt on this, bro.
Keon didn't need no damn development.
Don't throw. He's with the Buffalo fucking Bills. Fuck
Hey,
him.
he looking great too.
Don't throw salt on my
Yeah,
tape.
look at that.
What I'm
Look at that.
trying to
6'3",
say is
240 on the screen.
what I'm trying to say is everything was put in front of y'all. Y'all knew they were gonna take him time to develop. So stop acting like he was a number 1 overall and take what the information they gave you.
I picked in the first round.
Y'all cannot
No,
sit
here's my
still picked
issue
him in the
though.
first
Like,
round.
How long you got to wait on a
Like,
first rounder?
we're just not. Sorry, we're just
Tattaroa
not about to sit
McMillan
here.
just had 6 catches, 100 yards, and his best play was a one-handed out of bounds play.
Congratulations, we got
Legette can't even give us
Well,
nothing.
hold
No
on. Can I bring up?
It's
Can
like,
I bring up
when
an
you look at the
example?
process of Legette as a player, there's
Well,
nothing
you know
that
what?
stands out.
I
And
hope
we
it
have
happens
to
because we
write
keep
home
hearing
about
we keep.
nothing is
hold
good.
up.
We can't even hear anybody else's opinion.
I know, but listen, have y'all been seeing Quentin Johnson for the Chargers? That dude for the first 2
On year
years
3
was known for dropping every fucking pass.
He was decent his second year.
Right now, that dude is looking like one of the better receivers in the NFL. It does take time sometime, y'all.
Yes,
It really does.
But here's what I'm saying though. To the counterpoint, we heard this with Jonathan Mingo too. I'm not saying Legette needs to be a GOAT. I'm just saying he was a first round. Hold on, he's a first round wide receiver, and he should at least give me like 30 yards a game.
Steve Smith got you in trouble because you believe in what Steve Smith said.
I don't believe in anything Steve Smith said, bro.
What we
The
believe
fuck?
is we shouldn't have picked Xavier Legette.
Yeah,
This
that's
team
what we're
needed
saying. That's all
this
we're
team
saying.
needed a more proven talent, and we shouldn't have picked a raw prospect.
Okay. Listen. We have a pattern of getting rid of our first round picks anyway. So don't
Cody,
worry,
I
y'all
got
wish
my
it
hand
come
up,
true.
brother.
Y'all wish it
Bro,
come true.
sometimes you just
Pickle
draft
and then
bad
Twan.
players. It happens. Like
Gotcha.
You know what?
All right, Pickle and Twan.
Y'all, and listen, I love y'all, and if it sounded like I was attacking you all ago, I wasn't. I apologize.
We know you weren't.
I gave grace
I'm
to
not
this player
attacking
all
You're good,
off.
Pickle.
like that.
I gave
It's just
grace
passion.
to him all
Let
off.
him finish. Let him finish.
My thing is we have to stop judging these players that's on this team right now, compare them to teams that was on there when Frank Wright or Scott Fitterer run the show. We got to stop comparing that.
How is that
to
fair,
Dave
though?
Canales, to Dave Canales and Dan Morgan? It all went to reset when they were hired.
It doesn't. Hey,
One
listen,
of the reasons why Dave Canales is sticking with Xavier Legette, and they didn't stick to Mingo, is because Xavier's showing up for practice and busting his ass off. It just hasn't translated to the field. Mingo never did. Mingo wasn't cold shit. Mingo didn't try hard. He didn't give a damn if he
No, I
showed
can
up.
only hear
Bro,
Dan.
Mingo was busting his ass
I gotta
though
leave
too.
again.
All right, hold on, Twan. Then my man Jake. Go
I
ahead.
think
Twan.
some of y'all are missing the point.
I just want to give y'all something to
Let me
think
go
about.
after Jake, Cody.
All right.
I want to give y'all something. Just take what you want with this when I say this. We traded up for Bryce Young, and what kind of quarterback did we get?
A mid.
Well, you know what the sad thing is? We still don't
Maybe the
even
worst
fucking
quarterback
know.
in the
Yeah, we don't
Maybe
know.
one of the worst
still
trades
don't
ever.
even know.
So listen to this. We traded up for Legette. And what's going on? You see the pattern?
Yeah.
And then I asked her earlier, I said, does Carolina have a problem with identifying talent? or are we just as fucking stupid? I think it's a mixture of both.
And I don't think these players are ready for the pressure.
These guys that they trade up for are not ready.
That's
on day one.
Wait a minute, would that be Jonathan Brooks they traded up for? That would be Bryce Young they traded up for.
I want to address
that
comment
they
when
traded
you
up
read it.
for. Correct?
Traded up for
All right, hold
Jonathan
on.
Brooks.
Well,
He got hurt.
let me read this, and then I told Jake and then JJ. Shout out to Cheshire Cat with the $5. Says it took 1 year for Jaden Daniel to develop into an elite quarterback.
1 year.
Everybody develops at a different rate, man. Go ahead, Jake.
That's not really true. Let me
All right,
tell you.
I'll let you get off on it. Hold on. Let me let Jake and then JJ.
I just want to give a shout out to Cole. He just bounced out of here. Take it easy, Cole.
Yeah, he's back.
Also, like the whole
right
XL
there.
thing.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. There you go. There you go, Cole. The floor is yours.
Hello.
All right, so now you got to throw me the question because I was over here raging at my connection. I can hear Pickle for 10 minutes and then my shit crashes and I can't hear nobody. I'm blaming him for it.
But no, I mean, like Xavier Legette, does he suck, or are people giving up too fast on him?
Be honest, Cole. Be honest. Don't let these people.
I don't understand how y'all are riding for this motherfucker who was a first rounder and been through a year and 2 games and not done jack shit. He ain't got to be a first overall pick, but damn, make me believe that you have awareness.
That's all we're saying.
And the fucking mentality to get your goddamn feet in bounds on the out route. Like, come on, that's
That
first
was a
round
bad
shit.
play. That
Show me
was a horrible play.
Catch the ball. It's
We are
the
just
mental
calling a
shit. He's got
spade
the
a
body.
spade,
Like when
He's
we're
got the
seeing,
body
bro,
to be a
he
dominant
looks like a
NFL player.
college
He does.
receiver sometimes, bro. Like,
JJ, go ahead. Go ahead. JJ,
Yeah, go ahead, JJ.
no, I'm
And
just
then I'll
saying,
let
like,
Pickle.
I think the Bryce Young pick, the Legette pick, and I think, Canales being the head coach all got some play in this. Twan hit that on the head. I also think Legette is just not that good of a player so far in
He's
his
not.
career. Same thing with Bryce Young.
I got
I said
a
it
question for
earlier,
Pickle.
like with the pickle. I mean, not pickle. With Bryce
With
Young,
the
like if you
pickle.
got feel good to play good, then like we got an issue. And Legette just hasn't shown us anything. He hasn't had a 100-yard game. He doesn't have like this crazy catch for like catch and run of 50 yards on this slant for a touchdown. He doesn't have a big play touchdown. Like we at least saw plays so far with T-Mac in the first 2 weeks where we're like, yeah, he's one of them ones.
You
With
can just
Legette, it's
tell.
just like Legette, you have concerning issues of like, damn, he don't even look up to speed of a regular NFL player. Like, T-Mac looked more up to speed as an NFL player mentally than a Legette. It's like, how come you got those issues? And we got other young talent on the roster, like Jimmy Horn Jr., who play with Deion Sanders and Shador Sanders over there at Colorado, look pretty good. And we know this team could use some explosiveness and a deep threat. We know this team could use a complimentary
At the end
receiver
of that
like that.
game, Legette didn't know. Look like he did not look like he knew where he was supposed to be. That don't got shit to do with catching the ball or running a route.
Antoine, he looked tired too.
Yeah,
he did not look.
that don't
in
got
good
nothing to do with
condition.
running a route or catching the ball.
Hey, I told.
I don't think he get it. Bro.
And I told Pickle that he could respond to this comment.
Good. Sorry about that, Pickle.
No, you're good.
You're good. Let me. I keep hearing people compare the Panthers to all these other organizations. Let me tell you what I see. Y'all disagree if you want to,
drafted.
but the way I see it is y'all can't compare the Panthers to the Commanders. You can't compare the Panthers to the Texans. Why? Because the Commanders hired an experienced head coach who had been a defensive coordinator before and after. They hired an experienced offensive coordinator that was a head coach at one point. I mean, they had an experienced team around that rookie. You can't compare that to what we are now. That don't work. Plus, whether you like it or not, history shows defensive coordinators make better head coaches.
I got a question.
Are you saying we can't compare us to anything because we make all the wrong decisions? Well, that's what we've been saying.
I got a question for you, Pickle. Answer me this, Pickle. If Legette was sitting there at 33, do you think the Panthers would have picked him at 33?
Yes, I do.
They was going to take him regardless, guys.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Regardless. So, he's a first-round pick. One pick down. Woohoo! They were going to take him regardless. That's why I'm just so tired of it. I wish
I think they still could have got him. Even
I mean,
if
He
they
ain't
stay where
playing
they
like
was at,
second round right now. He's trash.
I will add in that
they just won that
90%
Some
of
of
that
us think a 6th round pick of
of that
Jimmy Horn
draft
Jr. is
class.
going to outperform him. It's
Hey,
clearly not
Pickle.
about the
Just
draft
like
And that's
capital.
why Jimmy Horn's not on the field.
Just like the
It's clearly
Pickle.
not about the draft capital.
Hey,
Like,
Pickle.
One
What
at
did
a
we?
time. One at a time. Go ahead, Jake.
Hey, Pickle. No, what did we say when we drafted him? When we first drafted him, the main reason why they moved up to they wanted a 5th-year option.
A 5th-year option.
A 5th-year option because they knew that he was going to be a developing wide receiver.
They knew he was
They knew he was going to be a developing.
Thank you.
The scouting staff that recommended for us to draft him was fired right after the draft.
That is also true. That is also true.
The medical staff
That is the truth.
that told them that Jonathan Brooks was fine. The same medical staff that told him Wanham was good got fired after the season.
That Peyton Wilson not
Cody,
having
let
no
me go.
ACLs
Cody,
was going to make him a horrible football player.
Draft class, that medical staff was fired after.
Let me say something, and then I'll let
Peyton
Anthony
didn't
go.
have no ACLs.
Well, let me say
That's
something.
not
I'll let
lying.
Anthony go. Also,
good,
it also makes it worse that right now, Lad McConkey also looks fucking awesome.
Oh, he does.
And the Panthers could have had him also.
Looked like he would have been a great
it was
compliment.
high on
let
him
me
too.
let me say this.
Yeah.
Let me say this. Pickle, you just admitted what we were saying, what you said earlier, right? Mingo was the previous staff's pick. Well, you drafted Legette with the previous staff scouting department. So it's also like, for me, and I know JJ knows this, I just personally didn't have a high grade on him. That doesn't mean I'm hating on him. I'm just saying that the player I'm seeing right now is more so the player I predicted than more so what the public told you he was going to be. So I'm not sitting here saying, yeah, give up on him 100. Like that's 100% the right thing to do. I'm just saying, show me something. It's embarrassing that undrafted free agents are coming in here and look more prepared and look more skilled as NFL wide receivers than he does.
I've made better plays than you.
I got
Yes,
questions
I'm
for
just saying,
everybody.
hold on.
Well, let Anthony finish. Let Anthony finish, and then.
And that's just all I'm saying. Like, we're setting the bar so low right now. It's not even about the first round pick thing or anything. It's just like, can you show me something? Like,
but Anthony,
and it's
hold
not
on,
even.
hold- negative.
It's not just he hasn't shown us the good. He's shown us more bad too. Like, think about the bad he's shown.
Guys, it's the whole offense. It's the whole fucking offense.
He only played 1 year in college.
Exactly.
1 year.
That's
These
why
other
you
guys
don't
played
draft
a
him,
lot
bro. That's
longer
why
than
you
him.
don't take him.
Shame
That's
on
why
us for
you
fucking
don't
years.
He's a super senior,
It
bro.
took y'all 3 years to figure out Bryce was trash.
I want to ask a question. Go ahead,
Bryce
Pickle.
won Heisman as his first year as a starter. What are you talking about?
You're right, Cody.
Xavier
Hit the rock.
Legette was there for
Hold on,
5 years.
Pickle.
Xavier Legette was there for 5 years.
Extra lotion.
Shit is wild.
Extra lotion
But
was
if
at
y'all
South
make me
Carolina
do
for
it,
5
I'll
years.
Pickle, go.
Everybody shut the fuck up.
Pop,
There you go,
and
Quan.
then I'll open it up.
Man, I'll never shut the fuck up.
I'm
Yo,
Cody.
no
I'm
one even
Cody's
let me
bodyguard,
finish
bro.
my point, bro. No, hold on.
Boys,
I'm
Pop
Cody's bodyguard right now.
Pop first. Go ahead, Pop.
Go ahead, Pop.
Now, Pop, don't even go when you
Yeah.
talk.
We don't listen to Swan.
All right, hold on, pick on
I'm
them
here.
Pop.
I'm here.
All right, go ahead, Pop. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Big Brown's in here now.
I'm just saying. We got all the information, and I get y'all point. He hasn't proven anything yet, but I wasn't for just for speaking for me. When I heard everything that I heard about the guy, and I seen him pick up the 5th-year option, I knew it was going to take time. I was not expecting for a superstar to be born within the first year. Now with T-Mac, I expected that because we picked him at 7 overall.
Top 10 pick.
He played all those years in college, and he developed. with Xavier, he only played 1 year because the other years he was injured and his coaches didn't like him.
Buns.
I tried.
Now it's the coach that did
I
it.
said, hey, Pop.
No, he wasn't
Hey,
good
Pop.
enough to get on the field.
Hold on. It was a whole report about it. It's not like I'm making it up. It was other people that came out and spoke. They spoke.
Let me
Hold
counter.
on. Listen. If somebody said something about y'all, any one of y'all, and there was reports behind it, I would back it up with saying, yeah, it was true what they said. I would never say, oh, he just wasn't too good enough. That's just degrading him. Like, I'm not going to do that. So at the end of the day, I understand that certain people y'all will give a chance
Where
to
is
develop.
disgrace for Bryce Young out of you? That's what I don't understand. Like,
I
how
never
do y'all
had
have all
Bryce.
this
You talking?
grace?
Hold
Bryce Young is on year
Why?
3, though.
Why would I? Hold on.
Xavier Legette's
Bryce,
on year 2.
why would I give
Got another
Bryce Young
year.
any? I never wanted Bryce. For
But
one,
that's
I never wanted Bryce either.
Hey,
You're just contradicting your own point.
I
You're
never
literally
want.
contradicting your own
I know what you're. Look, if you listen to me,
Who
I
had
never
Bryce?
wanted Bryce.
all bad.
I
Y'all
never
trying to
wanted
pick
Bryce
one player.
because
I said,
didn't think
you
I
said
didn't
earlier,
think he
I
was.
said that Bryce
I
Young,
did.
it took me 3 years to realize he was good. That's not true.
Yeah,
JJ,
you
I was
did.
calling him JJ. Tell him I was calling him
For
trash
whoever.
after last year, the first 2 games.
He did.
Well, I've been
Like,
calling him
bro,
trash as soon as we drafted him.
I was calling him trash.
No, that's crazy because that's the
Yo.
same thing
It's
for
a
us.
fact.
That's the same thing
It's a
you're saying
fact.
for us. We couldn't call it like get trash right
It's a
when he
fact.
got
Yeah,
drafted.
exactly.
That
It's
man said
recorded.
called him trash soon we
But it's a
drafted.
problem when we call
Hey,
Xavier Legette trash. That's my point.
Jay, you can go back and look at it.
Hey,
You
look,
go back and
listen.
look at it. It was
Hey,
on,
listen, look.
it's on 10K. We had the podcast.
Bryce
I said
Young.
that boy
Hey,
gonna be a bust.
Bryce Young wasn't my quarterback either. That's not who was on my board. I was hoping and praying that he was going to draft C.J. Stroud.
But Jake, listen, hold up.
But look, hold on, Ant, before you go.
Because
I just
Jake
want
knows ball.
No, you're saying the same thing. Hold on.
Wait. Hold on, Jake and then Anthony.
I just want to say real quick though. But as soon as we drafted Bryce Young, I was 100% saying, "Hey, this is my quarterback." It's much faith as I had it.
I really like CJ Stroud too. I wanted
Pick
either
who
one of
after
those. Like,
Anthony.
I was gonna support whoever, even if I didn't like Anthony Richardson either. But my point is, you're sitting here saying the same thing we are, that me and JJ are. We just didn't think highly of him pre-draft, just like you didn't think highly of Bryce. So why couldn't we call Xavier Legette trash right now, just like you called Bryce Young trash as well?
I mean, it's fair. It's fair.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So let me
Especially when he
I
does
just
nothing
concluded
good
that
on the
they're
football.
both trash.
You still haven't
let me
answered
answer your
that. Like,
question.
what does
You're right,
Xavier
Spawn.
Legette
You're
do
not
good
wrong.
on the football field?
Let me answer
Can you
me
answer me
And
that?
y'all are still arguing a mute point. They're both trash, and the coordinator.
I mean, look. In a minute, I want to bring it back to this. I want to bring it back to this Falcons
None of them
game
are good.
on defense. But we still haven't even talked about Nick Scorton is going to be rolling full time after
I saw
Patrick
that.
Jones is hurt.
Hey,
I'm excited.
We haven't even talked about the defense, and we all pretty much
Probably the
said
one that should be
bro,
out
I
there
love our
anyway.
rookies, Cody.
that they have
Cody, I
been the
love our
better
rookies,
part
man.
of the team. So
Hey,
what do
Nick
we?
Gordon, Princely, Nilo. I mean, Ransom when he has the
It's time
reps.
for him to let them
We
young
got to
boys
get
play, man.
Ransom on the field,
Tell him,
bro.
JJ. Ransom's like that, man. He
You
really
got to let
is.
them young
This
boys
team
play,
isn't
Cody.
serious, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Let me say this
Nah,
real quick.
don't
How
let
can
play.
you argue that, like, because Pickle says this all the time? We got a new coaching staff. All this, we're a developmental program. Well, then why aren't you just
No, we're
playing
not.
the rookies? Like,
We're
that's
not
what
a
I'm saying.
developmental
There's so
team,
many
bro.
things.
Because we got idiot in charge.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We have so
people
many.
are just here collecting checks. That's
And then
why.
they
Yes,
leave
bro.
and go be
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The messaging is off. Like, the messaging every year in the Tepper era is so off. Like, they give us one thing, but they only go halfway with it. Like, Nick Scott should be starting if you're trying to be a developmental program.
It's a
Jimmy
lack of
Ward should be
coaching.
out there with
Yes, it
Bryson
is.
Tremaine, who came off the streets. Like, none of this makes sense to me,
The
bro.
word is out, man. If you want to go get your money, go play at Carolina and get your money. And then go somewhere
If you're
else.
a bad player, good players don't come here. Yeah, exactly.
That's why, it's crazy. Like, we gotta be thankful even Derek Brown and JC signed contract extensions. I mean, geez.
Look at the guys we keep attracting. If you remember the wide receiver that we picked up, that we wound up cutting because the players weren't getting along with him, but he was the best hands on our team. It's just like these dudes don't bring the right talent in here, man. I mean, it's It's
They
really
just can't
all fucked
evaluate
up.
it, Twan. Here's the thing: like we've had chances to have better players on the team.
I
Like,
know, but
AJ
the thing
about
is, it's all fucked up.
No,
Look, I'm gonna say this, and people ain't gonna like it, man. Yes, right now, yes, including Dan Morgan too. He's a part of it. Because if you go out there and get a bunch of people and they don't work out, then at the very least you can say about Dan Morgan is he don't put good fits together.
I will say this about Dan though. He doesn't. He's
Because
not
he has
there
to
on
build
game
up a
day, bro.
rapport.
That's
He
what
has
I'm
to build
saying.
up
That's
something.
what I said for now. I said for now.
Like
Yeah.
he can't tell Canales who to start. Like he can't overcome Canales' incompetence.
I think
He's
he
not the best
absolutely
coach.
is a part of what the fuck
He
happens
is.
on that field,
Yes,
bro.
but I'm just saying it's Canales.
Canales
Canales
just can't
shows the
say
bigger.
so.
Twan, Canales shows the bigger red flag that he doesn't know what to do with any.
Absolutely.
You have talent. It's just it's
And his players reflect it. Bryce Young don't know what to do. Xavier Legette don't know what to do.
I guarantee you, Dan Morgan went back to Tempe and said, "Bro, listen,
That's
I
why
can't get another coach. Canales is the best we can get. I mean, you got to deal with him."
Yes, you're
He said,
understanding.
"Because look, bro, he can't tell him, but look, you know why we can't get a better coach. You know what you did, so it's really not on me. That's just the best I can
Hey,
get."
I just want to say this real quick. I am definitely not ready to sell on Dan Morgan, especially
Me neither.
if Teterola
No, not
continues to ball out, especially if Nick Gordon
Hey,
balls
this
out.
new scouting
Hold
team
on,
is
hold
amazing.
on, hold on.
his first sack.
Yeah, Prince and Nailing looked really good. I
I
am
was
not
glad to see him
ready.
get that sack.
I was too, Twan. I loved it.
Bro. Lathan Ransom laying the
Wait till
wood on
he's on the field.
I am not ready to talk shit about Dan Morgan. If I want, what I'll do is I'll talk shit about the head coach for not putting these dudes in a better position.
I just said, that's what I said for right now.
Cody,
That's what I said for right now.
Hear me out. Dan Morgan, another guy I didn't want. I like Dan Morgan. He's earned my trust. I don't want him gone. What me and Twan are trying to say is like he's actually set this team up for better results than what we've gotten, and that's why everyone is starting to see this with Canales now.
Yeah,
I agree. That's what we're trying to say. I don't want Dan Morgan gone either.
I agree, and I think that mainly.
Go ahead.
I know Cody. Cody want to introduce somebody. I want to say this. Listen, if the team keeps going down the road it's going down right now, with everything that we talking about, and y'all know I'm being truthful when I say this. With the Steve Smith shit, the coaching, the losing constantly, the fans shit, the fans fighting, the fans going after whoever, all the bullshit, the no winning.
Steve Smith calling us
this
a weak
team may
team.
not be here. And look, he might move this fucking team, bro.
So no, he can't move. No, he can't. He cannot move a team.
Bro, the worst thing you can tell a billionaire is what he can't do.
I'm just saying, that's why I'm saying that he can't. Like he cannot do. With that deal with Charlotte for 10 years, he cannot move. He cannot do. No, he cannot. He cannot move an extension.
He already has a deal with Charlotte.
He had a deal with Raquel that he couldn't back out of.
But with Charlotte, he cannot.
Twan, it's for the same reason that he didn't fire some coaches earlier because he's sick of paying all this money to guys that aren't on the team anymore. He's not just going to abandon that 10-year deal and just forfeit that bread.
Man,
like,
never underestimate what a.
All right, so hey, hold on. Let me bring somebody into the show. We got Surfside Steve back on the free for all.
Surfside, what up?
How are you, brother? Big Steve, we have you. He might be away from me.
Damn, we just had him in here.
I know. Well, we're gonna pick one, then Steve.
Yeah, I don't want to talk. Y'all was already off the topic, so I don't.
Hey, Pickle, you got a ghost behind you, bro.
Yeah, I know. But
you got some black shit just hovering around you.
I know it.
There's a fucking conjuring over this house.
That equals to my week. How's that? That equals the kind of week I had.
Fucking conjuring at his house.
I'm not gonna go back.
I still blame that Tennessee kicker.
Yeah, I don't. I blame the idiot head coach.
I know
but anyway, but I'm not going to go back to the Xavier Legette conversation because y'all off of it, and I don't want to hash it up again. So I'll just say that. I'll just say this. The next if we get in the situation of hiring another head coach, let's go for a defensive coordinator this time.
Please.
You've been
An
saying that.
experienced
You've been
defensive
saying that.
coordinator.
Yeah.
Yes, or just someone that
Please.
wasn't,
I
or
agree.
just someone that wasn't
Right.
fired
I mean,
before
at
he
this
comes
point,
in.
at this
A
point,
good one too.
if they insist on going to an offensive coordinator coach, and I know some
Let
of
it be
y'all
a
don't
good
like
one.
this
Joe
idea
Brady.
because I don't really
Brady,
like.
come back.
No, I don't want Joe Brady.
Hell no.
I tell you why. I tell you why.
I like Joe.
I
We
do
need
too,
someone
Cody.
with
I do
experience.
too.
We need someone that's been a
Let him
head
finish.
coach.
Let him finish.
Exactly.
I like Joe Brady
It's
too.
not. I don't. Let me get you to understand. I don't want Joe Brady, and it's not because of Joe Brady.
Who do
I
you
love
want?
Joe Brady. Because I don't want Joe Brady to come here and be ruined.
He doesn't have
No,
the
who do you want?
experience as a head
Who do
coach.
you want?
It's just like
Offensive
hiring Dave
coordinator
Canales
wise,
again.
no fucking body.
Let me explain it. Let me
I
explain
don't
why.
want an offensive coach.
Let me explain
of
why
any
you
type.
need, why you should have a
But
defensive coordinator as the head
remember,
coach.
Mike McCarthy is currently unemployed. That's
Right.
all.
All right, boys. Boys. Look, I
Yeah,
want to
Bryce
bring
Young
it.
can use
No,
Mike McCarthy.
listen up.
This combo's good though,
It is a good
Frank
conversation.
Reich.
No, it is a good conversation. But listen, we're talking about future coaches and shit, bro. Let's talk about the fucking Falcons. That's what I want to talk about. There's
a boy talking about this.
You want to talk about
there
Bijan
is a
Robinson?
game this no, that's a good point, JJ. Can the Panthers stop Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier this
Does
summer?
Derek Brown, does Derek Brown have to do all the work on a defensive line? Like, good lord. Can Ashawn Robinson, can Bobby Brown, who was just paid, to be on that defensive line, can one of them step up?
Cody, we're gonna shut him down. Easy, no problem.
I already know. Cole,
We
we
held the Cardinals to 80 rushing yards last week.
Finally, there's a reason why we've been ignoring this
I'll get this.
conversation.
I'll do this.
It's because we all know we're
All
going
right,
to
that's
suck.
a pickle.
They also did have B.J. Robinson, though.
Okay, you
Yeah.
know what?
Bijan's the best
You
running
know
And
back
let
in
me
the
let,
league right
and let me
You know
welcome
what's going to
Tooks.
happen the most
Tooks
Panther
back into the
thing?
show. What's up, Tooks?
You know what's going to happen the most Panther thing? My prediction:
we're going to
we're
win.
going to hold Bijan Robinson to 50 yards, but Tyler Algier is going to go off.
Yes.
That's
He
the
always
that's the
does.
thing that's
He
going to happen.
always does.
Ain't no way Algier getting off if old boy. Listen,
I need
I
Derek
think-
Brown
I
to
think-
play
I think
D.
that-
He has
That's
before.
I got a
First of
hard
all,
time
do.
saying
That's the
that.
most
Derek
Panther
Brown,
thing.
First of
I don't
all,
think y'all
If you
realize
bottle
he gave
up
up
hey, can I
Bijan
make my
just
statement?
for Algier to fuck you up,
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking.
One at a time.
man, ain't nobody's pleasing you.
Hold on.
Who you talking to,
Hold
motherfucker?
on.
Man,
One,
you
then
know I
Hey,
don't
look,
go
check
for
this
that.
out, man. All I want to say is this.
Hey, shut the hell up, JJ.
I think, yeah, that's my. Hey, look, I do think y'all said Scorton is coming back. He could be the X factor with that shit because he plays just as hard. You know what I'm saying? He could be the X factor in that shit, man. I do see that, like somebody that can actually kick the
Get
beat
to Penix.
on him, but he ain't gonna stop him. But I think he can maintain him, bro. I mean, he could be the X factor with that shit. That's all I want to say.
Ain't no maintaining. It ain't no maintaining Bijan, bro.
I mean,
He's a
well,
dual
shit. I
threat,
mean,
bro.
we can't. Look,
He
the
can
other
catch.
thing is, I don't know what it
He
is,
can
but we
catch.
just
He
split
can.
with them
He
every
can
fucking
run the
year.
ball. He can catch. He can run the ball. They finally got a quarterback that can throw the ball.
Y'all smack
He's
him in the
pretty
mouth.
mid. I'm not gonna lie, Penix.
Their defense.
Durag is mid, bro. He ain't no
Yeah,
good.
he's mid. He's pretty mid.
But hey, he looked better than what we've had.
Everybody does.
Their defense.
Damn, Swan.
Their defense is fast, aggressive. I mean,
Yeah, that's my fear, bro.
Tomorrow, the name of the game is the
Sunday.
Possession of. I mean, yeah, Sunday. Well, I can tell
Run
from
the
everybody
fucking ball.
No, you're missing the thing.
Let him
gotta
go.
run the ball, bro.
All of y'all are missing the thing because the main
Yeah,
important
let Pop
thing
go.
is the damn. We got the best middle linebackers in the NFL. We're gonna be just fucking fine. I'm sorry.
If Canales don't know,
But the
he has
Falcons
to
don't
run
have
the
a
ball.
quarterback who
He
can
don't know
exploit
shit,
that.
Cody.
Hey,
He don't
to these linebackers, I said,
We got the worst linebackers in the
Nah,
fucking league.
the solution is just to pray. Like we don't got Luka, Don, A. Reeves, and then LeBron. We don't got any of
Yo, Anthony said we need the Lord.
I need the
to
ghost
win,
of
bro.
Luke Kinkley to take over one of these players mid-game.
Ah,
And
bro,
start making some.
we invoking ghosts and the Lord. Damn, bro.
I
Where's
need.
AJ Klein at?
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now.
I take David Mayo at this point.
We will get
David
blown
Mayo
out
out this
if
bitch.
Canales does not run the ball.
Hey man,
We will
Luke
get
Kuechly said,
blown
"Wait a
out.
minute, I ain't fucking dead."
We will get blown out if Canales doesn't run the ball. He
We
will
are,
get
bro.
We
blown
just
out.
giving up on
I don't know who
Bryce.
just said
You know,
that, but we are gonna get blown out if he don't run that ball, bro.
Yeah, but hold
I
on,
heard y'all
JJ.
say
Bro,
that.
hold on, JJ. You said, "Oh, we're
That's the only
giving
way
up
you gonna
on
stop the
Bryce."
blitz.
No, but JJ, I think in order to get the best out of Bryce, you have to give him a
Balance it
run
out.
game.
Balance
You
are
have
not.
to.
You
You
can't
have
throw the
to.
ball 55 times and
No.
expect Bryce to do anything, man.
And
But
stop
they're
running
missing
the
their best
fucking ball on
corner.
first down, bro.
Like they don't have
And
like they
second
don't have
down,
nobody that you feel like can cover T-Mac. And if Xavier Legette is who Pop and say he is, then like why can't Legette make a few
You
plays and
mean
have
who
a
Bryce?
The
backside
You mean
game?
formula.
who
Look,
Bryce?
we
Maybe
all agree.
so.
Look, the formula
Like
should be run the ball and throw the ball to Nalo. Can we all agree that? Run the
What
ball,
you should
throw it
do.
to Nalo.
What you should
Yep.
do is you should throw it on first down, get like an 8-yard catch, then run the ball on those
Then
short
start
yards.
running it.
Yes.
That's
I
what
don't know
you
why
should
they
do.
can't understand
But
that weak
Canales is
ass
going to
shit.
come out in that pistol. Bryce is going to flap his hand down, which I don't know why he does that this year. We're going to hand it off to Bryce or Chuba right into Zavala. He's going to fall over on his
2-yard
fucking
gain.
ass.
Hey, y'all better hear what man Pickle saying. Somebody get fired after this game, man. I'm trying to.
This is the home opener. This is the
I
home opener.
want to tell y'all something that y'all might not know though. I gotta
let me
say this.
ask.
I think we're gonna
Hold on,
win this
Pickle.
game.
Hold on. I
Wait,
want to tell
wait,
you
wait,
something
wait,
they might
wait,
not know.
wait, 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 wait. Hold on, Pickle and Twan.
Okay, let me throw this question out there. All right, we've already said. Okay, if they fire somebody on defense, we know who's it going to be. If they fire somebody on
Daryl.
offense, does Dave Canales stick around if Brad Isaac's fired?
Yeah, because they got to say they got to have somebody to blame.
But
If Brad Isaac gets fired, that's such bullshit.
David Tepper knows that
They got to blame somebody, Cody.
This is
Right.
Scapegoat.
Brady.
That's a scapegoat fire.
Brad Isaac,
Just like Joe Brady was.
I think Brad Isaac is an idiot.
Well,
And I think the only reason
what
why
I've seen so far.
I think the only reason why Brad Isaac is on this team is because Dave Canales covers his ass.
That's his best friend.
That's
His
the only
best
reason.
friend. Yeah.
Okay, it's my turn, Cody. Sorry.
Job. Brad is an idiot and he can't do his own fucking job.
Hold on.
That's why this team's a clusterfuck.
Let me go to Twan and then
It's hard to when your
hold
quarterback is
on.
Bryce Young.
Let me go to Twan and then I want
It's
to
all good.
respond.
I'm about to say some redundant shit, man.
Oh man.
Because I want to say something to Pickle after you, Twan.
Okay, y'all might not know this, but Terrel is him.
Timothy.
He's him.
Alien.
Let me say this.
Best player
And
on the
really,
team.
and look, let me give the coaching staff a small nugget if they listening. Good teams continue to feed the ball to good players. You don't stop throwing to him. He's him already. The dude over there catching acrobatic passes out of bounds.
I'm gonna rebuttal that.
Wait, but I want to say something. Wait. Let me say.
Put
I hear
Terrell
you.
to the left or to the right by himself and let that motherfucking DB go one up with him.
Let me say this to Pickle. Pickle, I understand the offensive coordinator has their job, but I don't want to hear a damn thing about Brad fucking Isaac. And I'll tell you why. Dave Canales was brought into this football team because he was the offensive-minded head coach. If the offense looks like trash, there is no reason to blame anyone else other than Dave Canales. He's the one calling the plays. This was his offense. This is his job to turn this into an offensive juggernaut. That's why he was hired.
That's not how it works, Cody.
If Brad Isaac is fired, it's another scapegoat fire.
It is.
Just like Joe Brady was when Matt Rule fired him. Dave Canales is in charge of everything that we do offensively. I don't want to hear shit about Brad Isaac.
He gonna get fired.
Okay, let me respond. Let me respond. I understand, and listen. If it's up to me, I would have fired. I'd have fired Dave Canales. But let me throw this out there: who calls plays if Canales ain't here? Brad
But
is
Canales is here. Probably Brad is it, but Canales is here though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If we're going in to after we lose this game Sunday, somebody has to be fired, and you're questioning who gets fired on offense.
It's gonna
You
be
can fire the head coach.
Right,
That's
but
fine.
then we know that
I don't
he's
like the son of a bitch
coach.
anyway. And if it's up to me, I'm going to fire him at the end of the year anyway. So who's that gives a fuck?
Because they ain't got they
don't
have enough. They can't bring somebody else to offense.
I want to rebuttal some things too, because one, I told Swan this, and I don't know if he took it into consideration. That Falcon defense is nothing to play with.
It's not.
They have 2 games on T-Mac.
Them motherfuckers
If I'm a defensive coordinator, who's the first person I'm taking away? T-Mac.
Hello.
So you're not gonna be. Thank you. So you're not gonna be able to keep throwing him the ball and throwing him the ball. That's not gonna happen, bro. They're gonna take him away and force Bryce. Listen. Just listen. They're gonna take away his best player. Because that's what most defensive coordinators try to do, take away your
Good
best
ones
player
do that.
and make Bryce go somewhere else with it. Now, who that may be, I don't know. I don't know who that's going to be.
For your ass, though, my friend.
I Cody.
Their top cornerback is out, though.
Let Pop finish.
My last take. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but I truly believe that the defense will have a better game than the offense.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
The defense has been better than the offense, hand over fist.
Right,
Hold on. I told Jake he can go. Go ahead, Jake.
No, I was just gonna say I was gonna echo what Cole just said. Their top corner is out. Like their number one travel corner that they allow to travel. Yeah, he's out. So even if they double team Nalo,
Terrell,
I would still.
That means somebody gonna be wide open.
Yep.
What I would do in that scenario, I would make sure that I'll just say it after the first. If our game plan is to go to the rookie every time we throw the football, that to me that's a bad football. That's a bad game plan.
Bro, but
Pickle, you're not wrong. But I'm saying let's just do it until it doesn't work no more.
Not when you're rookie.
Well, what I'm saying is you got other players on this team that earn a fucking paycheck. Play the son of a bitch.
That's right.
That's
but
what I'm saying. If you go into one quarter and the XL can't figure out what he's doing, then guess what?
Fuck their incentives, man.
Go lay down on the bench.
Give it to the rookie.
Bryce can't get no passes off if they blitzing his ass all damn day.
Well, I mean, we'll put Andy in and see him get creamed.
You know he don't do well with the blitzes.
But he also loves playing against Atlanta. I'll be honest.
I want to would be on IR in 3 minutes flat.
Y'all know who the Falcons defensive coordinator learned to be defensive coordinator off of, don't you?
I'm getting our
the head coach call plays though. Not
defensive. Not defensive.
He don't. He's a CEO coach.
Yeah, the Jeff Albright was the interim head coach of the Jets last year, and he learned defense off
Fangio,
Robert Saleh.
No,
Robert Saleh.
Yeah, call. It's not a bad tree to be from.
So nope. I mean, if you think about Harden blitzing, that's where he gets his defense from.
Well, that's why I blame Dan Morgan. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say it quick. I'm gonna keep it quick. Because Dan Morgan, look, you should have let Canales bring in his own defensive coordinator. And if I'm not mistaken, he would have brought in Robert Saleh. Because that motherfuckers is tight. I don't believe in hiring your friends unless your friends are good at what they do. But we know Robert Saleh is good at what he does. So why the fuck did Dan Morgan choose to be that sorry-ass defensive coordinator back instead of letting Canales bring his own guy in?
He didn't choose it. David Tepper told him to choose that because he didn't want to fire the coach.
It's too many fucking Indians.
He didn't want to keep firing people.
Too many Chiefs in the kitchen.
I tell you an easy solution to that. hired Robert Saleh to be our head coach.
And let him do all
I'm
that
with
shit.
it. Shit.
That's where I'm at right now.
No,
The reason why I'm gonna say this real quick.
Fuck all these offensive
The
coordinators.
reason why Pickle said it's best to have a DC as your head coach is because he's gonna go out and try to get the best offensive coordinator he can find. That way they're not bumping heads. You don't need your offensive. You really don't need your offensive coordinator to be your head.
No, and there's going to be some good offensive coordinators that was not good head coaches.
There's going to be a lot of them out there. You don't need your offensive coordinator to be your head coach unless he has his system has been implemented on that whole
by the way,
like the Patriot way or Shanahan out there with the 49. That's
but also look at it this way too. Once you have established that you have a really good offensive team, it doesn't take a genius to make them run.
No,
that's why a lot of these teams that recycle offensive coordinators, they're able to pick up the ball and keep rolling. Look at the Bills. Look at the Ravens. Look at the Lions. Their offensive performances have not fallen off a cliff, even though they have recycled multiple offensive coordinators.
Can somebody answer me this? What the fuck did he go? What did he do before coming to the Panthers? Was he an offensive coordinator somewhere else?
He was. What was he? The wide receiver with Tampa.
With Canales.
So what would you make him the OC if he ain't never been an OC?
Because he was best friends with Dave Canales.
You see what I'm saying? Stop hiring your fucking
What I
friends.
said earlier. Brad Isaac was a wide receiver coach for Seahawks. And when Canales was hired, and Canales was the passing game coordinator, not an offensive coordinator, the passing game coordinator for the Seahawks. They hired him. The Bucs hired him as an offensive coordinator. He insisted on them hiring his buddy, Brad Isaac, as the wide receivers coach. We turned triple idiots and hired them both as our head coach and OC.
So Pickle, I love Pop. I love Pop to death, but if Pop can't coach, I'm not hiring that motherfucker.
Exactly.
I figure I had to get him some money, but I'm not hiring him. I'm not hiring Cody because I know Cody. If Cody can't coach, he ain't getting hired. Y'all gonna have to be fucking mad. Damn, Cody, why you do you like this? Because Cody can't coach.
Whoa.
He would draft a Clemson Tiger in a heartbeat, though.
You know what I'm saying? I'm only picking the best people. I don't give a fuck what school you went to, bro.
I'm not going to
up in the rock because I would be a better coach or whatever the fuck we're trotting out on field right now. I tell you that shit.
Shout out to Dabo Swinney. Dabo Swinney told the media, he said, look, I don't want to hear none of that fire me shit. It ain't like I can't go somewhere else to get a fucking job tomorrow.
Right, you know what's so funny?
You know
what's so funny? Nobody even brought up him being fired.
But that was hard.
Nobody even brought up him being fired, but you felt the need to bring it up. But whatever, man. This ain't in college football.
I said, y'all don't want me around.
I'm not really going to entertain the coaching situation until we get into we getting a new coaching situation.
Somebody get their ass fired.
So I kind of want to go back. I kind of want to go back to the Falcons game, and another prediction I'm gonna give. It's my last one. K Mays is not gonna have a good day.
Ooh, that's a hot take. That's a hot take.
I know. So there's a difference between having a hot take and just saying something stupid.
Right.
Saying something crazy like Steve
No, it's a possibility.
Smith.
What you just said is definitely the thing about it is what you just said is definitely a possibility though. Cade Mays definitely could have a bad day tomorrow, just like Zavala could have a good day. It's a possibility.
No, that's not possible for Zavala.
Man,
y'all better pray to God. Yeah, Jake, that smile on your face say it all.
How many people are intelligent enough to know if Kay's having a bad day or Chandler Zavala just fucks up the order?
The pickle. The thing about it is enough people. But the thing about it is, pickle. Enough people don't pay attention to the actual game that it don't even matter. It don't even matter. They don't even. It does matter to us as podcasters, but I mean, there's a lot of fans out there that they didn't know that Austin Corbett had 2 bad weeks because they didn't pay attention.
Right. See, the thing is, the defense that they run, they coming straight up the middle. That's the first place they about to attack. And they can look at K Mays like brand new meat. They like, oh man,
Him and
fresh
Zavala.
meat out here.
Which defense is better?
Zavala, he doesn't. When they run a 4-3, Zavala, he's not consistent enough. You know, somebody falling his leg wrong, he's out. For
Right. Yeah, I
weeks.
agree with I agree with you about Zavala, but what I'm saying is Cade has experience, but now granted, this was when Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis were side by side with him. But he has experience against Kansas City and the 49ers. Or not the 49ers, the Falcons last year.
That's true. The Falcons too.
So he has experience taking on good defenses before as a starting center.
But he had Robert Hunt beside him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's also true. That's also true.
That's what I said.
There's the difference. But this is the thing too. Bryce doesn't step up in the pocket.
Right.
So all you have to do is pressure the middle and get right up in his face.
Right.
Then that means you push him outside of the pocket. Right. Guess who you're gonna run into? You either run into Brian Burns 2.0 or the guy that a lot of people wanted from Georgia last year on the opposite side.
That was me.
I mean, this is a nasty game. This is a category 5, y'all.
Yeah. And by the way, before you go, Pickle, they're saying that James Pierce, he's like one of the leading pressure defensive ends in the NFL through 2 games.
That doesn't surprise me. I said it before. James Pierce had all the talent in the world. He just had he just needed somebody. If he was going to be successful, he would have to find a coach that could draw it out.
Yeah, and he's from Charlotte too.
Yeah,
bro.
And wouldn't drop them back into coverage like our
well, yeah, exactly.
Bro, how about James
It would be an
Pierce?
idiot for us to draft him. But let me say this to Pop real quick. You may not know this. I believe that the Panthers are going to get their ass kicked heavily Monday or Sunday, regardless of who the offensive lineman is. I honestly, if Austin Corbett was still there, I think it'd be a lot worse. Austin Corbett should have never returned to football.
Am I the only one who thinks we could win this Sunday? Like,
it's a possibility, but I don't think we will.
I'm still picking Atlanta to win. I mean, not Atlanta.
I'm still picking Atlanta to win.
Pardon me. I misspoke. I'm picking the Panthers to beat Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
I've been down that rabbit hole too many times. I'm sorry. I'm like Tony. Fuck this picking the Panthers. It ain't been
I'm with you, Pickle. Hey, I got sleeper app. The sleeper app, I got us losing. I got the Falcons winning.
On mine, I got them losing.
I forgot to do it.
I got the Falcons winning that game too.
Man, they're about to whoop our ass. It ain't gonna be no loss. They're about to take it, dope the ass.
But the one defensive player that we haven't mentioned enough this night, I should say, that somebody mentioned earlier that Chuba Hubbard wasn't earning his contract. I tell you who has. J.C. Horn has. J.C. Horn has been earning his contract, boys.
They won't even throw his weight.
They will not even look his way.
Shit, he got that motherfucker shook.
Yeah, he
that man locking down everybody.
Hey, you know why the Panthers are gonna get a W? Because your boys gonna be in attendance. What's up?
Man, I want us to win, man.
I'm gonna be that good luck charm. You heard
Cody,
me?
I love to hear.
Is that why we won? Is that why we won when you was there last year?
You damn right.
Hey, I won while we was there last year too with the Cardinals.
Hey, Cody, don't you got to read your thing with your with the
Don't remind him of that.
You went
I don't
to
want to
the
hear it no
Chargers game.
Oh no, not this
That's the
week.
game
Next
you
week.
went to.
Okay.
Yo, you watched that?
Nah, they don't get no free ad reads, Tom.
Oh, they don't get the free shit.
Nah, they don't get the free shit.
Yeah.
Cole, were you gonna say something? I guess not.
Hey, Cole, how many wins we getting this season? Nah,
Yeah.
come back, Cole.
That was probably the worst game last year. The Chargers game, maybe the Saints game week one.
No, Saints week one. Saints week one. Saints week one was horrible. That should never happen.
It was bad.
Never should have happened.
The worst game was Philadelphia because
We should have known Canales wasn't it then.
That shit hurt my soul the way we lost to Philadelphia, bro. That shit hurt.
Cole, you back here?
Yo, who is the Panther with the earphones in?
Cole.
Okay.
All right, boys. So look, let me get to our score prediction. Player of the game, and who's gonna get that W? Twan Don from the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. Y'all go hit him up. Hit that like and subscribe. Rising tide lifts all boats in Panther Nation. Twan Don, are we gonna get a W in the division for our home opener?
No, we're gonna get our ass spanked in the home one.
Damn, bro.
And,
You ain't have to
player of the game. Somebody
Michael
to play
Penix.
for Atlanta. You know, I want to say Chuba every week, but Canales ain't giving them a chance.
Hey, win, lose, or draw. Did y'all think T-Mac has more receiving yards than Drake London?
I think he gets his first touchdown. Cody, that was my question. That was going to be my question for the panel earlier today.
I say no because they're going to blitz the
get
shit
his
out of
first
him.
touchdown.
Okay. I hope so. That would be the bomb.
I think he
I don't
will.
want do-rag winning, man.
All right.
Because then you got to hear Red Swarm that fake name all week.
The Panthers have done a good job limiting the opposing number one receivers so far this season.
They have.
Yeah, in fantasy, we're like
our corners have been real good this year.
Hey, Mike Jack.
Yeah.
Hey, Pickle, Pickle, you just brought it up. Mike Jack. A lot of people discredited Mike Jack, but hey, he hasn't been bad, man. I'm not saying that he's been great, but hey, man, he's been decent. He's been decent.
He's been better than some of these number twos showing up for these teams.
And that's incredible because we've had a lackluster pass rush. So for us to just like be able to recognize how good the corner play has been over the past 2 years, shout out them too.
All right, JJ, give me your final score prediction.
Oh,
sure.
Cody said he's tired. Look at me.
All right, give me 21-20. The Panthers. T-Mac, player of the game. 150 yards, touchdown. You already know.
Yes,
wide receiver one, doing wide receiver one things. That's a real wide receiver pop in. Not that bullshit that you be spewing about Xavier Legette. Extra lotion.
Bro, that extra lotion is wild, bro.
I won't call it.
Since you called my name.
Called your name to the table, man. Speak up.
Yeah. Hold on. Well, slide back because you're dropping food all over the place.
I'll eat off your plate too.
Twan.
Okay.
Hey, Twan.
I don't know.
Hold on. Twan, who was the guy I told you before the draft, way before the draft, that we should get?
He's not in here.
Twan jumped out. I don't know what happened to Twan.
Well, that would have been Twan. Before the season was over with, I was telling Twan about him. And the other guys on the other podcasts, I was telling about T-Mac. So I know what a number one looks like.
He's number one.
That's not my. Even when I've had this conversation with another podcast by the name of PPP, he said Thielen was going to be the number one. I told him no, it's T-Mac. The thing I'm taking, what I'm saying about Xavier Legette, he needs time to develop. That's all I'm saying. Has he been playing bad? Yes. But I didn't come in here saying, oh, yeah, he's going to be a superstar. And nobody else should have either because they told you everything from the very beginning that he needed to develop. So I'm not addressing him no more. As far as the game, I don't want to do a record prediction, but if I had a gun in my head, I'm going to say 28-13. Player of the game, B. John Robinson.
Damn. All right.
Damn, cooking.
But I want us to
Somebody
win.
getting fired.
We need this win so bad.
Yes.
Yeah, we do, man. We do.
Starving for a win.
Bro, why is it week 3 and it already feels like our season is on the line? Damn,
we've been
bro.
hit with a bunch of shit, Cody. We've been hit with a bunch of shit, brother.
I know. My brother Evan, give me your final score, player of the game, and who wins.
Oh man. I think we lose this week. I'm gonna say 31-24. And I think the player of the game is going to be T-Mac. Because I feel like he's going to eat without AJ Terrel being out there to stop him.
Rock on. So you have the Panthers getting the dub?
No, I have us losing to the Falcons.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Respect. My man Jay, the Snake. Give me your final score, player of the game, who wins.
Man, I want us to win so damn bad, Cody. I mainly want them to win for you because I know you're gonna be there, bro. There's nothing like that atmosphere in Charlotte is already amazing.
And I'm going with a
seriously though.
I'm
You
going
already
with
know
a
man, how
Falcons
beautiful
fan,
it is there. Huh?
And Jay, and I'm going with a Falcons.
I know,
fan.
and you're going Falcons. I know. That's another reason why I want you to win too, so you can talk some shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
Man,
like,
you know Cody got his Falcons jersey underneath.
Man, shut up, Jay.
I can't pick us to win, man. I think we got too many problems on this team, and I just don't think we're gonna solve them. I don't know when we're gonna solve them. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But I got the Falcons winning 31-24, and BJ Robinson is the player of the game for the Falcons.
All right, brother. All right, I like it. Let's let me go to my man Pickle. Panther Pickle. Give me your final score. Player of the game.
I'm gonna say the final score is going to be 24-3. The Falcons.
Damn,
I believe,
not even a tud.
No, I believe they ain't proved they can't get one. I believe
not even Hunter
Renfrow. Yeah, I knew it.
The player of the game is going to be James Pierce Jr. with 4 sacks.
What college you go to, Pickle? I know you want to mention it.
Well, no, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
And listen,
yes, he does.
I was a toss up between him or Jesse Bates because Jesse Bates got Bryce's number. He just does.
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
And all this stems from our offense can't figure out what they're doing. If they would show me something, I could be a lot more supportive because the defense last week, the defense was good. Now you watch they go up and blow it up this year or this game. Everybody gonna forget about last week. They just are. That and Sam Roberts, we went through training camp with, is on this team. They're on this. He's only their 53. So they've got better coaches than we got. I hate to say that because they're Atlanta, but they do. And some of their players are better than ours. But I damn sure hope I'm wrong, though. I would absolutely love for me to be wrong.
I don't think my heart can take overtime, Panther Gal. I don't think my heart can take another overtime. I'll be honest with you. I've had too many from last year. What up, Kyle? My boy Kyle, look at him.
Show off that Panther shirt, bruh. Yeah, my man Demon.
Yes, sir.
My man's ready. My man's ready for a Panther W. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, let me say this real quick, and then I'll turn it all over to Kyle. Even though some of them he don't let. No, he ain't either. I follow some boys in the group chats. So cut the BS that you're being nice and sweet to Xavier Legette. Y'all hated that man from the time we drafted him, and y'all talk dirt about him from the get-go. So y'all be like G-Baby and all of a sudden sweet talk and be nice and polite and fuck that shit. Y'all didn't like him before. You ain't liked him since. And no matter if that man come out and put 200 yards and 5 TDs, y'all still going to figure out a way to bitch about him.
I don't know, Pickle. If that motherfucker...
The simple fact that you're disrespectful and call him extra lotion. I mean, come on. You don't even disrespect anybody else on this roster that much. Nobody.
That's facts.
Go ahead.
Yeah, buddy. All right, man. Let me bring in my man.
I was about to say,
Kyle.
JJ, what about the Oompa Loompa?
Kyle, since you are since you're just coming in here, bro, tell me what this Panthers team needs to do to turn things around. And then once you're done giving me your summation, give me your final score, give me your player of the game, and who wins this game.
All right. Well,
thanks for having me on. You know, I love spending Fridays with y'all, and I know 12 hours of work. You know, I get in when I can. You know, so I would say what this team needs to do to get in the win column and to get back on track and to look like a normal team. I would say they either need to make Dave Canales the offensive coordinator or they need to make him the head coach, because this middle in between shit ain't working. And I mean that as in, like, most head coaches that call their own plays are on teams that are pretty close to championships or in the playoffs. So, you know, being that we don't have a prolific offense, because that was what the selling point for me was. You know, David Tepper says, "Oh, I'm going to get this offensive-minded coordinator to be our head coach so that we have a fucking Mike McDaniel type explosive fucking offense." And that's all fine, well, and good, but we don't have anybody that's scoring points right now. So, like, how high-powered is it, really? So, like, for me, if you have an offensive coordinator as your head coach, you don't have a head coach or an offensive coordinator. You know, it's like the same thing saying as two quarterbacks. If you got two quarterbacks, you got no quarterbacks. Like, I just think that there's so much wish-washy bullshit going on, and everybody's trying to find their scheme, the way that things are going to work. Everybody's trying to fucking, you know, paint the sky fucking red and do all this crazy shit, and it's just not working. So for me, yeah, you got to make Dave Canales one or the other, and you've got to bring in somebody that actually knows how to win and eat, whether that's the head coach or the offensive coordinator. You got to bring in somebody that kind of holds him accountable, you know, where that happy, smiley shit just can't kind of go, and effort in practice isn't enough, you know, like shit like that. But to Pickle's point, Xavier Legette, I ain't never called him extra lotion one time, except for that time. But my thing is with him, it's effort. He's not blocking. He's not running the routes at full speed. Like, you can tell me he's a developmental guy that doesn't have all the wide receiver skills and doesn't have the route tree yet. I get that. But at the same time, if you're not blocking, if you're not taking people to the ground, if you're not moving people out of the way to get run lanes, if you're not helping your team win, I don't know where you belong on the field. Like, I can say that Bryson Tremaine blocks more than Xavier Legette. And I can also say that Bryson Tremaine caught more balls last week than Xavier Legette has caught in the past 2 games. So for me, Xavier Legette has to catch a shitload of passes and not drop a shitload of balls for me to be like, yeah, we're good with him. Because really, like I've said since the draft, if Xavier Legette had been better, we wouldn't have drafted T-Mac. So, like, he's got to show the fuck up, because, like, you can talk about it all you want, but, you know, performance is the only stat that we all give a shit about. As far as Sunday's game, Bijan is going to be the player of the game because he's going to kick the fucking shit out of this defense. I think Bijan's going to probably, between him and Algier, I think they run for well over 200 yards on us. I don't think that last week was, you know, the standard. I don't
now
think
with
that
these linebackers. Now with these linebackers, Kyle.
I think offensively, Atlanta has too much of a running attack that we ain't going to be able to match up to it. And if we sell out for the run, Penix is going to have 300 yards, and we're going to make that motherfucker look like Aaron fucking Rodgers. You know, so player of the game, Bijan Robinson. Atlanta wins. I'm going to go 34-17.
Okay. All right. Yeah, all the stuff you said made a lot of sense, man. It really did. I mean, I can see this game going a few different ways, but no, you made a lot of sense. Hang on, Pick. I want to get Strats in here too, man. Strats, a proud supporter.
I didn't realize he dropped in.
Yeah, Strats, a proud supporter of the C3 Panthers podcast. What's up, Strats? How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Can't complain. How are you guys?
Yeah, man, doing good. Give me your assessment of this matchup against the Atlanta Falcons coming to the bank. Tell us what we need to do to win. Give us your final score and who wins and your player of the game, man.
I have little faith in this team. I've had faith, I keep trying to keep it each season and whatever, but at this point, I don't know. I think Atlanta probably does win. I guess it could go two ways. Either they blow us out and or it's close. Or, the other thing I've noticed too is when it is a divisional rivalry, they might throw a pick or whatever, or pick six, or it gets kind of chummy, so there's gonna be some. They typically play each other differently than outside divisional opponents, so there's a shot that we come in there, it's home game, and we actually do win. I don't think it's gonna. I'll say this: no matter what happens, I don't think it's gonna look pretty. I think there's gonna be mistakes out the ass that we're all gonna, at the end of the game, be very frustrated with at least a few things. And I think we'll mainly be well, we did find. I think we'll find one or two good things that came out of it, but I think ultimately we'll be kind of disheartened by it, and that's really kind of shitty to say, but I'm trying to actually keep it real. I normally would be oh, we're gonna come into this game, we're gonna beat the Falcons because it's at home and fuck the Falcon. But to be honest with you, I just don't see. I don't see it. They haven't given me any real shot of showing that they. You know what I mean? So
And
no, I hear you, man.
That ain't even leaning our way no more.
No,
even the leeway we used to get with certain games, we don't even have that guy. We don't even have that going for us no more.
And all the stuff that you said too, it's it's easy to see dumb mistakes, just disappointing us, which is
turnovers, man.
Yeah, which has been the story of the season. To me, if the Panthers can stop turning the ball over, we might have a shot to win the bitch, man. But we have to.
Sorry, I coughed.
100%, dude. Bryce has a problem fumbling the ball, in my opinion. He fumbled both game 1 and game 2. He fumbled last year as well. He has to protect the football. That's your job as the quarterback.
But
so
the other shitty part. The other shitty part to this is let's say Bryce comes out tomorrow, or sorry, not tomorrow, but Sunday, this weekend, and he actually performs really well. You fucking all know that at the end of the day, where there's gonna be someone else that we're gonna be oh my god, what are you doing? Why did you do that? So it's never they can all get their ducks in a row for any single match. That's the problem. I haven't seen that happen in a long time. And that's, I don't know. I hate to be all negative and shit, but it is what it is.
Wrong, brother. You're not wrong.
To me, a lot of it that the coaches are not doing is they should be. If it's true, and some of these guys are having great practices, they're not translating that practice to the field. It's stops, and the traditional thing is just reps and repeated reps and all that. I just don't believe that. There's an issue here somewhere that they're not translating that from practice to the field. I just don't know what it is.
Strats, did you give me a final score and a player of the game?
Shit. I think it'd probably be relatively. We either get blown out or it's a low scoring game, something 17-19 or something like that. I hate to do it. I hate to be like Atlanta. Let me say the Panthers. Let me say we win by say.
Hey, you don't have to pick the Panthers if you don't want to. I mean, whoever you feel is going to win this game.
Yeah, be real with it.
If I'm being absolutely real, I think Atlanta wins, and I think it's 21 or 26. 20-17. They miss a field goal conversion or something like that. Something ridiculous.
Okay. Hey, respect, man. Let me welcome in my brother Surfside Steve. Steve, you with me? Yeah, Steve's audio is not working tonight. No, my apologies, Steve. We tried. We'll get you next time, brother.
One interesting stat, Cody, I think would be interesting to find. I don't know if it's out there, but like I think it would be really interesting to find a stat to, through like 25 games or whatever, how many how many strip sacks each quarterback has in the league. And I wonder where Bryce would rank on that list, because I think he'd rank pretty high on that list.
I'll try to get that for you tomorrow. I think I can do that.
Thanks, Strat. You're the man.
Steve, we can't hear you, bro. Yeah, if you're saying something, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, man. I'm sorry, dude. Hey, we'll get you next Friday. I promise, man. I don't know what your issue is. But all right, boys. This is going to be that's a Friday free-for-all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I was happy I was able to get y'all in right here at the end.
Yeah, always.
I add one more thing, and I'll be really quick.
When y'all wait for me. I'm always grateful.
Hey, C3 Legion strong, bro. Yeah, my boy, Strats, jump in, bro.
I'll be really quick because I know you guys are ending it and stuff. I gotta say, I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about this, but I spent like the past 3 months learning other stuff, like doing gardening, and now I got really big into working on my own cars. Today I just replaced an air strut on my Range Rover. It was sick. It was a lot of work, but the point is I had fun doing it. And honestly, I highly recommend getting some hobbies outside of just the Panthers stuff, because the season, buckle up, just be careful. And, having other stuff like that will make you a little bit happier on the side, especially with, world events and everything the way it is. So I just wanted to offer that little bit of advice to, dive into some hobbies and stuff on the side. It helps a lot with mental health and that kind of thing.
So basically, pick up a hobby besides the perpetually disappointing Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, you can still. I'm still in it, right? But at the end of the day, I just fixed my car and saved $1,000, $2,000, whatever dollars, right? So it makes me happy to know that.
Right. That's good advice. Like me, I just stopped listening to sports radio this week. I just did. You can't handle so much bullshit for so long before you say, "I just enough of this." So
yeah. Well, I mean, we're starting out looking kind of rough, so I mean, the media is going to go on that exact narrative. Right. Like I saw on Pat,
you can't blame them.
Bottom, yeah, you can't. You can't. They're not selling us shit.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say, they've been saying all off season that the Panthers are bottom feeders, and we've all been calling them. No, they're wrong. They don't know the Panthers. We're great. And we comes in and they're proven right all the time. I'm gonna quit doubting the media. The national media apparently knows more than I know.
I'm gonna stop arguing.
They've been right for the last several years, and we've been wrong.
Yes, sir. All right, boys.
It's not hard.
I appreciate y'all. Hey, man. I might not be on the post game show. We might go out to dinner. Because this is a friend of mine from Georgia. I haven't seen him in a while, so we might hang that Sunday. But Tony, CK, and Greg, they will hold it down for y'all this Sunday afternoon for the post game show. Boys, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know I couldn't do this show without y'all. What's up, Jay?
No, I was gonna say I appreciate you, Cody, bro. And no matter what, win, lose, draw, whatever, man. I hope you enjoy your time in Charlotte, man. Bank of America Stadium.
Appreciate you, brother. Hey, man, y'all have a great, wonderful evening, safe weekend. And, boys, y'all already know what we're going to do. Keep pounding C3 Legion. Let's roll.
Keep pounding.